Thanks, bro. Welcome in, everybody. This is Doors to Divinity, Chapter 1, Episode 15. Crazy, 15 already. Last time we left off in Stoneguard, actually just outside of Stoneguard in camp, because you were just made aware of the King's search party trying to locate Rig. It appears, or sounds like, from what you heard from the Boar farmer and rumors that are spreading throughout the rural areas of Stoneguard, is that they're aware that Rig has possibly come back, and they're trying to locate him, track him down, and you're not sure what they'll do after they find him.
Well, they're sending assassins, so we're pretty sure, right?
Yeah. Probably, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you do. Yeah, lots of assassins.
I mean, we don't know.
Well, you
like,
haven't
why.
confirmed. You haven't confirmed who the assassins are working for yet, though. Just
no.
Yeah.
We just know that they're not good assassins.
No. Yeah.
If there is such a thing.
They're not taking you out to dinner, right? So now I think last time you decided that you wanted to go back to the Underearth in order to find the concentration of sill spores and possibly access the sill spore passage using the sunstone, I think is your theory. Something like that. I forgot what you decided last time exactly. Something like that.
I think our plan was to basically just wander around the Underdark.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
Like we know that the sill spore concentration is at least within a couple grids of that other town below, or the Underdark town below the Great Breach there.
Yeah, where the Vampire Queen.
Yeah, what's that town called again?
That is Viln Daristil.
Okay, I'm not gonna remember that. The Great Breach town.
The Great Breach. We'll call it the Great Breach for short.
And it's also, I don't know how the Underdark functions exactly, but I imagine it's somewhat more limited underneath the ocean or whatever that big body of water is. So we can concentrate our search within a couple grids south of the Great Breach. That's not too crazy of a search, I don't think. And hopefully we can maybe use Kibble's insider knowledge of how mushrooms grow, and maybe we'll find some people down here that aren't gonna kill us on sight. Maybe.
Okay.
One can hope. We're being very optimistic here.
One can hope.
Yeah, Rig is hoping to find some allies and bring him back to the city. He's getting more on board with leading a revolution. Now that people are trying to kill him, and they killed his parents, and he also found out his mom and brother have been taken by the necromancer, who he also wants to, or the lich, who wants to destroy. And then Fram just wants to go meet Punk. He now kind of has a potential way to go do that.
Also, last we saw Mardge, she said she was going out for smokes, and haven't heard back since.
Yes, you haven't heard back since. Not sure what's going on. You can go ahead and roll a perception check on what happened to Mardge.
I bet she's trying to find those Boar baby. Perception. Oh shit! Oh shit! You guys can't even understand me. Now Mardge is not here. She's the only person and what I'm talking about. She's the only person can speak with animals. Now you guys understand what I'm.
Yeah, you guys wake up in your camp and you see Mardge is gone. Grezlock does follow her tracks. It does appear to go back to the Boar farm into Stoneguard, and you're kind of wondering maybe if that's what she's doing. I would say
she's sleeping with the Boar farmer.
No, you can roll.
What?
Well, are you going to go back to the Boar farm?
No, God no.
Okay. Can you roll an investigation check on the tracks?
I'll roll. When Mardge gets back, I'll roll to see if there's lipstick on their collar.
Sure.
No, just kidding. I guess why would the Boar farmer be wearing lipstick? I guess. I'm not here to kink shame, but I'm just I didn't peg him for that kind of guy.
Well, roll investigation, Grezlock.
Or maybe he's the one doing the pegging.
Investigation.
Could be. Yeah, because you found the tracks, but I want you to see if you find anything else about it.
If it's a track, can I smell it? Use perception.
No, you have to do investigation.
Okay.
So you use the perception to find the tracks. And you just see that they move off towards the Boar farm. That's all that you know about it at this point.
Mardge?
That's Mardge, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else before we move on here?
Well, narratively
Rest of us even,
speaking,
like,
I don't,
notice
I,
the-
I know Mardge hasn't been with us for long, but I really don't feel like it's in our nature to just leave them here and go venturing into the Underdark.
Holy
That's true. You'll have to make a decision.
Oh my god.
Well,
I guess I need-
that's what I want to do for the sake of this session, because we don't actually know where Shafe is. But for the sake of the narrative, I don't want to leave Mardge completely behind. I feel like we would go try and find her.
Okay.
If it was Kibble who we had lost, I might not have any objection to leaving, but Mardge is one of the few I can have an actual conversation with for longer than 5 seconds.
Hey, I heard that. I'm not asleep anymore, you know.
Wasn't trying to hide it, Kibble.
Oh, hey, that's not very nice.
Kibble, we're
Sorry,
not
it's,
here to be nice.
It's been a long couple of days. Someone tried to kill me. I'm apparently royalty. My mama and my brother were taken by a lich. Little on edge.
Well, I
you
mean-
know,
Go ahead.
my grandmammy used to say, when life got you down, nothing will fix you up like a plate of big old flapjacks. So why don't you sit yourself down on that log over there, and I'll cook us up something nice.
You know, I could kind of relate to that, Rick. You know, my dad he's been accused of working with the spider cultists. You know, that's why the Durgar, they took me to the prisons in the Zoram Enclave. And they held on to me.
Is that true?
Well, I guess so. They showed me-
All we hear is oink, oink, oink.
Yeah, he actually understand me.
Oh yeah, he went. He's kind of looks at you and he just looks back to Rig.
I know what it's like to lose people. I mean, I lost my dad. He's alive, but I lost him to the enemy.
Lost him before I even had a chance to know him. I only really ever knew my pappy, and he never told me any of this stuff. It's all brand new to me.
Well, that's tough. I mean, that's tough. But I mean, I definitely have the harder situation, though.
This is why I miss Mardge.
Well, I mean, what are we gonna do?
You know, bros, I think we just need to chill out and groove in Punk's vibe. He visited me recently. Even though I thought I was him for a minute, he's back on board on the Punk train, and we're just cruising into the station. I'm feeling good, bros.
Yeah, me too.
Regrettably, I think I might actually agree with our punk-centric friend over here. I think we need to just take a little break and just enjoy a nice big old plate of food.
Dude, if you waited long enough, you let a Punk into your heart, bro. Welcome to Punk's bosom, Kamaji.
Shut up.
Time to break into a musical about how much we miss Marge.
I miss Marge. I miss her so much. She is cool.
No one understand me now.
Hey, Gruzlock,
But
come
you know
here.
what?
Come here, Gruzlock.
Wait.
He grabs the tusks. He jumps up on Gruzlock and he starts to go, yeah, yeah. He tries to ride you around the camp.
Never mind. I don't even care.
Here, I have an idea. I think, you know what we should do? What if there was an entrance to the Underearth somewhere close by? I mean, reasonably.
Tell us.
Well, reasonably. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go back to the Great Breach? You know, I mean, either way we go in, it's gonna be trouble. We might bump into the drow there. What if we found another way? A secret way.
That's what the plan was. We're not going through the Great Breach again. But
Well, even
right
the other.
now, we can't just abandon Mardge. What if she comes back to camp and we're nowhere to be found?
Hold on. Let me roll this.
This is just too hard. I
No,
can't
no,
even
no,
say
no,
anything.
no. Look, listen to this. Here's my logic, okay? I know that I sound dumb, but I'm really not that dumb. All right? Okay. So listen here. They know which way we traveled to leave the Underearth. They saw us take the boat, right? We didn't go out the main way, which is a one-way entrance. They saw us go down the river and through the caves. They would have followed us. So if we go back, they might find us, and we might be in big shit. But maybe.
Well, we're not going back. We're going back to the other. We're going back to the surrounding area. We're not going back to the city.
I mean, we might not find another tunnel there, though. I mean, what about the forge in Stoneguard? I mean, it goes 500 feet down. There's got to be tunnels that connect to the Underearth down there.
That may well be the smartest thing that you have ever said, kid.
I told you I'm not that dumb. I mean, I'm pretty dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
Okay. Quit
Okay,
while you're
okay.
ahead.
Okay, I'm stopping.
I think Kibbles may be right, and our chances of stumbling across another secret Underdark entrance outside of going back to Stoneguard is pretty rare. I'm wondering, Fram, do you possibly have any sort of magical means of disguising our friend over here?
Let me just take a inventory of my lessons for punk. And I look through, or I just kind of mentally go through my spells, and I don't really have anything. Closest I have is just being very charismatic and maybe able to talk someone into it.
Can we look at the map of Stoneguard real quick?
Sure can.
Okay, hear me out. We do a aquatic mission here. All right, I'll do this in character here. We're around the campfire. I've got a stick, and I've drawn a map of Stoneguard crudely, not nearly as good as this, in the sand. Now, in the dead of night, we creep through the forest along this road here. We make our way to the coastline, and we skirt around this cliffside in the water until we get right by the forge. Then we scale the cliff, scale the wall, sneak in, incapacitate any guards, any outlanders that need be at the front doors, make our way down, and once we get to the dwarves, I'm confident we can convince them to be our allies. And then from there, we can make haste into the Underdark, and perhaps make some allies along the way.
Sounds like a good plan to me. We should leave a note for Mardge, though.
So you say we go to the forge and contact with the dwarf?
Go to the forge to go into the Underdark, because we don't know how to get into the Underdark without going through the Great Breach, which leads to that town where we're outlaws from, basically, because we ran from there. So the forge may be our best bet at getting into the Underdark, besides that. Also, if we're gonna go back here, Bronn's Boars is right on the outskirts of town, and that's our best lead as to where Mardge went, so we should definitely follow up on that on our way. Like, we can
Did
definitely...
anybody besides Grezlock see the tracks?
I point the track to everyone, like...
There you go.
And let me do a intelligent.
What is it, boy? What is it?
Yeah.
We fall down the well, Lassie?
Bro, this is. So, wait. So I saw. So Grezlock saw the saw the Kamaji do the thing, right on the ground.
Okay.
And he remembered he can write too. So he's trying to do the same. Use his giant, sick, fluffy finger wrote something on the ground. Here,
You have
Mardge.
fingers?
A finger. What do you mean?
You're a boar.
Where do I have
That's
fingers?
weird,
You
bro.
got hooves.
You got
No,
hooves.
I am wereborn.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
he
That's
definitely
true,
has
that's true.
hands. Wereboars have hands. They have hooved feet, but they have hands.
I can punch. I even have claw. You know.
One
True.
oink for yes, two for no. I love that. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I guess we're going to the boar farm first.
Yeah, I guess also if he's pointing out the tracks, can we all roll investigation on him like he did?
Sure. It appears that there was a scuffle.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound like boar farm activity. Like, they'd be going to the boar farm.
Yeah, no
You know?
blood, but just, a scuffle. There's more than one set of tracks leading off.
Or
into the
maybe-
woods.
Ooh, or maybe a scuffle of the sensual variety. Maybe Brawnn came in the middle of the night and him and Mardge had a little romp around on the ground.
You didn't roll high enough to know
Lipstick
that.
in these tracks.
Lipstick in the tracks. Okay. Yeah, I guess Mardge has an appetite for more than just mushrooms. Let's see here. So we're going to go back to Bronze Boars. When you guys get there, you see Brawnn out in the yard repairing the fence that the boars had broke, the day
Wait,
before.
every boar he got this round the way.
They ran away. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because of us.
We gave him a lot of gold though.
Yeah, we
Okay.
gave him enough to cover them. We covered our ass like ethically,
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Like
hey.
enough that we don't have to feel bad.
He turns around. He sees you.
Yep.
Oh, hey there. I didn't. I thought you guys were trying to stay hidden. You can't come back here. This is a bad idea.
We know that our friend went missing and the tracks led this way. We're just trying to follow up, see if you may know anything. I know you and Mardge didn't get along so well. Maybe it was you who took her, or maybe
Mardge?
you two had a little romp around in the grass. Thought you could pull one over on us.
Roll insight.
All of us or just Kamaji?
If you're standing there watching, you can roll insight. He starts to rub the back of his neck. Well, he kind of turns, looks over his shoulder, and he looks towards his wife, who's doing some work inside the kitchen. She came by last night, but I thought she went back to the camp.
Nope, she wasn't there when we woke up this morning.
Huh. Strange. I honestly don't know anything about it. He seems a little bit nervous.
I'm gonna press him then if he seems nervous. Like, what's eating at you then, huh? You don't seem to be your normal cheery self. You seem like somebody with something weighing on his conscience.
He confesses that he had a romantic moment with Mardge
What?
that his wife doesn't know about, and he just kind of shushes you.
Wait,
So
what?
he's like,
Physically.
I picture this as like
This is all
'cause
Shay's
Mardge-
fault. He should have been here. I have to come up with this bullshit.
Classic enemies to lovers trope.
I mean, it's. I think we've kind of come up with like a alter ego for Mardge here, because she basically came in and robbed this guy and then got him to have a romantic relationship with her. I think Mardge is a secret dominatrix.
She is definitely 100%.
100%, he says. Definitely.
It's so funny. He doesn't go
By
into
the way,
details.
Shane,
You
your
don't
character's
know.
moved a lot.
Yeah, you don't know exactly what happened. You just know that there were things said, maybe, and a moment's had.
Hey, I hear you, man. It ain't to each their own. You know, we all different. Whatever floats your boat. You know. Different strokes for different
Punk's love
folks.
can take many forms. Punk's love can, even that.
Look, I'm
But-
dedicated to my partner over there, and nothing physical happened. It just, Mardge approached me, and we said our goodbyes, and she went back to the camp, and I swear that's all that happened.
Oh, sure. Well, now that I know how you like to be treated there, Mr. Brawnn, and I look at him, I look at my compatriots, and then I just like grab him by the scruff of his shirt and pull him close. I'm like, listen here, you little piece of dirt. Now you're going to tell us what happened to Mardge, or I'm going to rub your face in the ground.
He says, I swear, she went back the way she came, and she said she was going back to camp, and that was it. That's all I saw of her.
Listen here, if you keep being...
push Mardge back just a little bit. I'm sorry about my partner there. He can fly off the handle a little bit. Now you can talk to me. Playing good cop, bad cop.
She did recover the boars that you guys, scared off.
Playing good cop dominatrix.
He turns.
It's different.
He turns around. He shows you the pen where he has put the boars in. He's recovered all of the regular boars. The giant boar piglets have escaped. They're gone into the woods. But the regular
I hope they come
boars
back,
are back.
and I hope they're like living like raccoons in the city, and they're just like in the alleyways, and then they're gonna just eventually grow too big and in like the sewers, and it'll be like an urban myth, like the crocodiles in the sewers in New York City.
Now, what time would you say that Mardge left?
Well, I remember she left. I think it was around midnight.
And what time is it now?
It's morning time, about 9 in the morning.
Oh, it's been a good 9 hours since she was last spotted.
We did see signs of a struggle around our campsite. That happened to have been on account of you two and your escapades, if you will.
No, I never went to your campsite. I stayed here the whole time.
So it would stand to reason then, if she made her way here and you saw her and she left at midnight, it would stand to reason she got ambushed at our campsite when she was arriving there to return for the night. Which means perhaps she stumbled across the people waiting to ambush us, and she startled them and ended in a struggle. She got dragged away.
That very well could be. I mean, it could be the king's assassins. He knows about the assassins, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly. So he says,
yeah.
It could have been the king's assassins. Maybe they've kidnapped her.
Well, if the king's assassins had kidnapped her right next to a sleeping rig, I would think they would at least kidnap him as well, or kill him. Or
That's true. That doesn't make any sense.
Perhaps we have a third party on our hands here that's putting their nose where it doesn't belong.
Could be. I don't know if maybe there's other people after you.
Could be. We do have one other slight enemy, although I don't think.
Always people after us.
Who would be after her? Is anyone she knows from where she's from?
She was running from the law when we found her. And we aren't exactly on the best terms with the person that was after her either.
I see. Well, I wish you all the best of luck, and I do hope she's okay. He seems kind of forlorn about the whole situation. I must get back, though, and please don't mention this to my wife. And he starts to take the boars, and he puts them back into the yard, because he's now repaired the fence, and they're out there again. Please don't scare them, Grozlok.
What do you mean? Why? What? I
I'm just
scare
kidding.
them.
Well, if it's morning, we kind of have to wait till night to do our break-in.
Sure, you guys can take a long rest if you'd like. Can you go ahead and roll survival for me, though, at your campsite? It's a group check, so it'll just be 4 rolls, because we got Fram. You need to get 2 to pass.
Can I have a?
No, 3 11s.
Can I have advantage with this? Using my smell or hear to aware the danger?
Sure. I could see that.
Yeah. Ooh.
That passes. That's actually what makes it pass. There you go.
Yeah.
You actually have to move camp in the middle of the night because there is you do hear someone out in the woods or something. You're not sure what it is, but you take the safe route and you move camp and you seem to avoid whatever it was. And you
Well,
wait.
we're not camping in the night.
Sorry, not in the night, but during the daytime or whatever. It could have been
Yeah,
hunters. You're not really sure.
And I assume we're not really like sleeping. We're kind of just hanging out. So you mind if like I just jot down like a certain number of hours and then we can figure out potions later?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it was 9 in the morning. You guys are waiting till evening, so
So
Yeah.
it's like
are we
12
still
hours.
take long rest?
Yeah, you
Probably-
can take one.
Okay.
Could probably even do a few more hours than that if you wanted to do like 16.
Yeah, because we want it to be like dead of night.
Sure, makes sense.
So okay, so far I have 16 hours saved up for crafting potions outside of the stream.
Okay. All right, so now we are going to move you to your plan to go over here by the ocean. All right. So you guys are
we could
coming.
probably make like is there like ramparts on top of the wall or is it just a wall?
There are ramparts
So
on top of the
cute.
wall.
Okay.
Wow. Really a giant.
So you guys are moving through the southern wood there, just outside of Stoneguard. Go ahead and roll stealth as a group. It is the dead of
Yeah.
night. You will have advantage on this check.
Nice. Even me, I'm giant boar man. Maybe I'm flat.
Yeah, flat roll might be better, but I already had you roll it, so it's okay. But I'll keep that in mind for next time. That's enough.
I mean, I haven't.
He hasn't
haven't
rolled it.
Yeah, I haven't rolled the advantage
Oh, I was
yet.
sorry, looking at the
Yeah,
survival
I
check.
can make it just flat.
Sure. Did it go? Did you roll it?
Yeah, he rolled it
Yeah,
first.
I
He's the
rolled it,
first roll. 14 he
uh,
got.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
14, 27, 7,
I did
23.
not see that. My eyes were not catching that. Okay, so you guys make it through the wood undetected. You make it to the base of the wall, and you can see torchlight flickering up at the top. It's about 50 feet above you. There are guards patrolling along the ramparts up there. You can hear the distant conversation, but can't make out the exact words that they're speaking. As you guys kind of move along this wall, I'm just going to move you as a group. You look out over the ocean and you see a bunch of boats out there in the water. None of them seem to be there's no sailors on deck looking in your direction, but you can see a few torches flickering in the distance.
Also, we're on the outside of the wall, like hugging the wall. I would assume
Yes.
there's not like any light or anything there. Like we're probably pretty well hidden.
Yeah,
So we don't need to even go into the water.
I don't think you need to go into the water. You're hugging the wall all the way along the bluff there.
Okay.
When you guys make it to here, there is a bluff that you're going to have to climb up. It is pretty tall. It's about 30 feet. I'd like you to roll an athletics check.
Athletic. Bro, but I'm giant boar man.
Giant Boar Man.
Touch!
Can I throw a rope up top? I guess there's probably nothing to attach it to. Yeah. Maybe if we get one person up, maybe I send Gruzlak up with a rope first, and then he can stable the rope while the rest of us
Yeah.
crawl up.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I can even just tie the rope on my body.
Yeah,
and I just
perfect.
climb up. Yeah.
So go ahead and try that. Gruzlok goes up. He's got the 18. You throw the rope down. You guys are just going to be able to go ahead and climb up. Actually, why don't you
Okay.
roll advantage with that, Rig and Fram?
And me.
And you, yes. Okay, so everybody makes it up to the top of the bluff. Now you've got another wall. This is again another 50-foot wall in front of you. and you can see more torchlight flickering up at the top along the ramparts where the guards are patrolling back and forth. It looks like there's maybe you could spot 3 just above you, and then there's a couple more by each of the turrets to the left and to the right. How do you want to try to get past them?
What's the deal with this tree? These trees here that seem to be higher than the ramparts on the map.
Yeah, these are very, very large trees, like redwood type trees.
We're still climbing. Just athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just worried about them seeing us if we're climbing over the wall because they're on these turrets here. I'm wondering if maybe
you can roll
sneaking around to-
investigation.
going around to the front might be the way to go. But yeah, I'll roll investigation, sure.
Investigation for what?
Just see if you can
To
spot anything.
Investigating the wall, the
Can
area.
I want to smell again. Maybe there's a maybe there's a
Yeah.
hole or something.
Yeah, you're gonna
Rat
smell
hole.
how are you gonna smell a hole?
So like I can smell like hey fresh air here or like there's
Sure.
a rat here, something like that. Dog,
Roll
Give up.
advantage with that. There is something that would apply to this, so I will allow it.
Let's go! 22!
Okay, so Fram, you're looking up at the wall. You turn around, and you were like, "Huh? It looks sort of like it's like concave underneath the bluff." And then, just as you notice this, Gruzlock's sniffer goes into the air as he catches a scent, and he's like, "I can smell the lava, like the sulfur coming from underneath. You know, there's smoke rising over some of the castles in there, but you also notice some of it coming out from underneath the bluff. And when you look over the edge, you see that there's actually a very large cavern underneath the bluff, and a ship suddenly just appears beneath you as it floats out and out into the sea."
What's on the ship? Does it have any lanterns lit, or is it like
It does.
purposely dimmed?
No, it does have lanterns lit, and it looks like it's got a lot of cargo on board. From what you can tell, it appears to be iron ingots.
This cavern it came out of, is it strictly a water cavern, or does it have any like sides to it?
It does. Yeah, it does have. It's like walled. It's fairly narrow.
Does it have like any ledges along the side that are walkable?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. Let's climb down there. Go through that. That seems way easier.
So the initial climb to go underneath is very difficult, but with a rope, it might be doable. It'll be possible with the rope, whereas without the rope, the check is really, really hard. But you don't get the advantage because there is a concave part to the cave.
Wow.
What about over here? Like, can we like just like wade down into the water and swim in?
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a better move
Okay.
than like trying to like climb down and possibly falling and making a loud splash.
Sure.
Like, I'd rather just try and swim quietly, slowly over.
I can hold a rope. I can be the last one, and I hold the rope for everyone to put them down there.
Okay. As you guys,
I
you guys are gonna
don't
go
know
down
about
then.
I don't like the rope idea because then that leaves
Okay.
that leaves the person that's capable of making the biggest splash to go without a rope.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys get over here. You're down near the water now, and you can see another boat starts to come out. This one's much smaller, and it appears to be going left around the bluff. It's like a fishing vessel of some kind. It's going this direction. They don't notice you yet because you're off on the opposite side. When you look into the cavern, you see that it narrows not too far of a distance in, and you can see like stone structures that have been built inside of this cave.
Cool. Let's go in.
Okay, as you move into the water slowly, it's warm, quite warm, almost like a
Gruzlock,
bath.
did you pee?
I can't even explain I can't even defend myself, honor.
You can nod yes or no.
Okay.
I'm not hearing a no.
You guys are moving in. You're swimming in then. Okay.
Yeah.
Mardge, where are you? But you know, as a player, I actually think this is a pretty good event because this will let Grislock like figure out like how important the communication is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Grislock's gonna be
true.
he's gonna be an excellent conversationalist after this. He speaks before he acts after this. He still doesn't think before he acts, but he'll speak before he acts.
Yeah. He's like, oh, speak is very important. I think? I'm not that sure.
He'll say big words like
Indubitably.
But in like with the total wrong context.
Okay, so you guys make it in. As you get further in, you can see the stone structures up ahead. And behind you to the left, there appears to be like the waterway splits and kind of wraps around and goes back into the bluff to the north side of it. You're not sure where that goes. But this one, it looks like appears to be the main entrance where the boats dock. And as you get closer, you see the structures, you see the way that they've organized the lava to flow through so that they have, hot magma continually for their forges and whatnot. The orange, I guess, hot stuff on the top here, these are glass panes, and they're just illuminated by the hot lava from below to make that make sense. And you see just a bunch of different passageways. The water is very warm in here. I would say it's like around 100 degrees.
Oh, that's cool because of the forge.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hot spring. Kamaji loves it. He's a big fan of spas. He's never been to one, but he's heard tell of them.
Okay. So, where do you want to go? You do see some dwarves. They are moving around, but they appear very busy. There's several of them that are going over here. You can take, let's see, roll a perception check if you want to know where this leads.
Perception.
I think we probably just want to talk to one of them because, we're not scared of the dwarves. I feel like pretty much any dwarf is going to be sympathetic to us.
Sure.
As long as we have Rig with us,
Yeah.
You see a sign that says iron mines. And they appear to be iron mines, like where they mine for iron or iron and maybe some copper or something.
That's not what we want. Or maybe it is. We don't necessarily know where we want to go. We just know we want to go deep. We want to go as deep as possible.
Okay.
Basically.
As you get further along, you finally get up to these other areas and you spot a few more signs. Over here in the bottom right corner, you see forges. You've been there before. You also see a sign for this general area. It's called Hell's Water. And then you see a sign for the city. So that would be the entrance that you came from to get to the forges. So you kind of recognize one of the paths. I think that's everything.
Is there any dwarves that seem to be kind of like out of the way or secluded?
Yeah, there's one. You spot one he appears to be taking a snack break. He's got his legs hanging over the edge. He's swinging them. He's munching on whatever he's eating happily.
What snack he got?
It looks like a hardened bread of some kind and some cheese.
Man, lame.
I'm gonna nudge Rig and be like, I reckon that might be a good person to get information from.
Yeah, let's go give him some jerky and sausage. He deserves
I do believe you're right.
Better stuff.
How far away are we from the dwarf?
You're about 50 feet away currently.
Yeah, so we start walking towards him and I do like a little... Hello there, friend. Don't want to startle you.
Oh, I didn't see you there. I don't recognize you.
Probably on account of us sneaking in. My
Sneaking
name
in.
is Rig. We have reasons for not wanting the upper folk to know that we're here. We are trying to find a way out of the city without being seen. Now, let me start by introducing us. My name's Rig. This fellow here is Fram. The Boar man is Gruzlock. He's not normally.
What is that thing?
I pulled out
He
a
was-
boar sausage and give it to the dwarf.
You pull out a what?
A boar sausage?
Boar
You
sausage.
say, is that just like one of Gruzlock's poops?
No, what the? No, it's the sausage we hunt the boar, the giant boar. We got some sausage.
Boar sausage
Give him
from
one.
a wild boar. Is he a cannibal?
Yeah. Nah.
Well, it's coming for me as a little bit. He's currently under a curse, so he can't talk to anyone. This is Kamaji, and this little fella here who hasn't spoken yet is Kibble, and let's try to keep it that way.
I see. Well, I have no love for the
So we,
Outlanders, so I'd be happy to help
see.
direct you. I'd be careful though. There are Outlander guards here and there, you know, especially in the mines. They look over us workers. That's what they call us,
That's
but we're
what
really
we,
we're really slaves.
And that definitely is something we're looking to change in the long term. We are actually on our way down to the Underdark as we speak to try to see if we can rectify the situation. And I look around. Are we kind of out of sight of everyone else?
Yeah.
Is there anyone who can like see us? Because I'm not just Rig the dwarf. I pull out the sunstone just a little bit.
Boy,
Rig, son of your king.
he just like his jaw just falls. He's like, Jelena be praised. Is that what I think it is?
Indeed it is, and you'll understand why I need to put it back in the bag. We can't have any Outlanders or even too many dwarves see this, but I am that Rig, and I would like to help liberate this city someday.
Rig, son of the king?
But now, Rig, son of the king, that is who I am. Up until just a few days ago, I was just Rig from the woods.
Well, I had no idea that the son of the real king was still alive, but I mean, this changes everything. I mean, we've got to tell people. We could rise up and we could chase these Outlanders out of the city that belongs to us.
And council patience at the moment, that's what we're working towards. There are forces at work that would like to stop this noble goal, and for now we are looking for a passage down to the Underdark so that we may find an ally.
Passage to the Underdark. Well, actually, there might be a passage to the Underdark. I could show you if you'd like.
I'd be much obliged, and if you could do it discreetly, start spreading the word that Rig, son of the king, is back.
But why are you leaving instead of saving us? I mean, is it the point that we rise up and chase the Outlanders out of Stoneguard? That's why you returned.
I returned. I had no idea who I was. I was simply passing through. It wasn't until I was here that my lineage was revealed to me. We are looking for allies at the moment in the Underdark.
Roll persuasion.
Can I give advantage, and I'm gonna chime in and just be like,
yeah,
if we get the resistance off the ground too early, it'll be squashed before we have the resources to fight back. And I do have proficiency in persuasion.
Hey, can I found any like branch here?
Any
or
branches?
anything similar?
You don't really see any
like branch
tree.
or-
Yeah, no trees down here at the moment.
Man,
I got a 12.
Very well, I understand. You gotta have allies to rise up. I do hope that you'll hurry back here to save us. We're slaves to these Outlanders ever since your pa passed away or whatever happened to him. I assume he passed away. It's a terrible thing.
He did.
I got an idea. So I got some torch, right? Let me check how much torch I have. So I will pull out one torch and just,
Okay, break it.
crash it, break it, yeah. And then I pull out 2 torch and break it again.
Your friend's real strong. Is he trying to impress me? Cause
No. I pull out like
Don't mind him. He just sometimes he needs to get his aggression out. This is much better than the alternative, I can assure you, sir.
No, I'm
Yeah.
showing a wisdom. We need more people to work together so we can win. If we just fight like alone, we will lose. But we need to fight side by side, So I pull out my every torch. I got 7 torch, and then I try to break it, and let's see if I still break it.
I'm failing to
So
understand what you're...
Can we roll to see if we understand what he's doing?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
could...
think we understand. I feel like I would never understand that. It's
I
like
wouldn't either.
breaking torches like over and over again. I'm from a
Hey,
barbarian. A
that's
barbarian
right.
that likes to break stuff is breaking stuff. Like I would just
That's
give it zero more thought than that.
Oh yeah, I
that's
feel
a
like
super
we do, but
wisdom story.
I think Fram is actually the kind of person who would try to figure it out. What would I have Fram roll?
Am I still breaking the torch?
You could-
torch.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I understand what the message is, but I love it.
The message is
Wait. You guys haven't heard that story? So that story came from, I think Mongolian and Japanese both have this story. So it's
Okay.
So the Mongolian tribe, like they are very small, a lot of different tribe, and they need to unite. So there's a story say like there's 1 arrow easy to break, and there's 2 arrow easy to break, but 3 arrow not that easy to break.
oh,
Because
I
three-
see. You're breaking. You're like you're
Oh.
taking 1 torch, snapping it. You're putting 2 torches in your hand at once.
Yes,
trying to snap.
Yes.
Oh, I get
see.
it. I get
I
it.
didn't
See,
hear
I
that.
think the
I've
problem
heard that
is
before.
That's
I
cool.
think the problem is that you only have 7 torches, so you're only gonna be
You just
like,
broke
you're only gonna be able to do like 4 in a row, like 4 together, and you're
Yeah,
so
so-
strong. I feel like you're just gonna easily snap them, and then you're
Yeah,
gonna
so-
break. You're just gonna break all your torches, and then you're just gonna be like, I don't know. Whoops.
We didn't understand Grezlov much even when he could speak. I'm not sure what he's getting at now.
Roll
But
insight,
can I
Fram.
have I don't want Fram to see if he understands this.
No.
That's perfect.
think
I
it's
don't
a
want
metaphor
anybody to
for the love of
understand this. I love this.
Punk's love is a light in the darkness, bros. Like those torches, and if you break them, that's like breaking Punk's heart. So you gotta keep your torches together, bros, and like follow Punk's goodness, right? Right, Grezlok?
I feel like Grezlok is this is great. This is a great role playing mode because you're attempting to try and use your wisdom to communicate something, which is what Corwin, the Spore Minotaur, wants you to do, right? Grezlok?
Yeah.
So
But
it's good.
I'm trying to sing. This is I'm trying to use my -2 brand to sing.
I think it was a
Yeah,
good idea.
I love
It was a good idea, but you're just too strong.
If Fram had understood, I would have given it to you, but he didn't understand. So
Bro. Oh my god. Mardge! Where are you, Mardge? Where are you?
It's just all about Punk.
I'm enjoying Grezlok in timeout.
I can have Kibble roll. He's there too.
Oh my god.
I'll have Kibble.
Kibble
roll.
would. There's no way Kibble would. If Kibble gets this, that's. I would have hated if Kibble gets this.
It's only
Although he
fair
did
to
come
roll
up-
for it, though.
He did come up with this idea to come to the mines.
true.
So I guess maybe I just don't want Kibble to have this like sudden character arc where he's a friggin' genius. That's
I
gonna
mean-
piss Kamaji off so much.
Kibble secretly been like the smartest one in the party this whole time.
No, the thing is,
Nat 20!
Oh
I get
my
it.
god.
Oh, I get what he's saying. It's like the more you try to break, the harder it is.
Right when he says I get what he's saying, I kick him off the cliff into the water.
He
I'm
falls.
Just
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No way. No. The thing is, Kibo is not genius, but he actually have like the same mind as Grizzlock. They have the same logic. So
They have
he
the same
understands.
lizard brain.
Ugh, I hate this. I hate this so much, but I love it.
Oh gosh, Grizzlock, that's amazing.
Then suddenly, Grizzlock, you feel like Corwin is pleased with you. And
Wait, can I roll? Can we roll something to see if we think that Kibbles is actually right? Because I
Sure.
feel like I would just completely not be listening to Kibbles. Like I would
Sure.
have
Yeah.
brushed Gruzlock's torch thing off immediately and just kind of ignored Kibbles.
fair enough.
I don't
Roll
know what
insight.
that.
Yeah, roll insight on Kibble. Or I guess not insight. Probably should be.
I feel like
just
it should be like a
wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. And what does passing mean? Does passing mean I realize he's right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just think these are chuckleheads to you. You know, you're not gonna take anything they say seriously. Oh,
Does
actually,
16
sorry.
pass?
The 16 passes, but for Rig, you don't take him seriously. Neither does Fram. But Kamaji, maybe you're like, you realize what he's trying to say.
Okay. I just kind of am like, I
You should
guess
be happy.
Kibbles could be right again, I suppose, as much as that pains me.
Sure
I
am.
think it's a metaphor for punk. I still think he's trying to communicate something about punk to us, bros.
It's where all my wisdom's coming from. Ever since I turned to punk, I've been wise.
But doesn't this mean that he's no longer cursed to be a wereboar?
It does. You return to your regular form.
So now he
Oh.
can tell us that what he actually did mean.
Finally. Oh. So did I hear anything like Corwin?
Corwin does say something to you before you turn. He says,
And now you know that sometimes you must use your words and not your fists. Remember.
I love how Matt
Remember.
literally puts you in timeout for your recklessness. Like literally, that's what that was. Matt was like, "Stop being a murder hobo. You're in timeout. Use your words."
"Oh my god." Okay, so you
And
could
the
go
one
back.
person who understand just suspiciously went missing.
Yes. All right. So now where are we going? So the dwarf tells you he's watching this circus unfold before him, and he tells you that in order to get to the possible entrance to this Underdark, he tells you, by the way, that he doesn't know that this goes to the Underdark, but if there's any place that would, it's the pit. And he points behind you, actually towards the entrance that you came in, and he says, instead of exiting out left toward the ocean, you're going to go right and follow the waterway around. Wraps around the north part of the bluff, and the water empties out into this pit. He said there used to be a stairway that they built there because the dwarves had tried to dig down into it, but it went on for so long that they gave up the project. Just ceased work on it. And this was, 100 years ago or something.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. There's that thing. So you remember when I transformed to the Dragonborn man, I got +3 hit point. But now I need to take it out. How can I take it out? I forgot.
Oh, so you just click on the 3 dots at the top left of your character sheet. You're going to hit edit. I think that's how you would do it. And then you click on your max HP and you just reduce it.
Another
Oh.
weird outer character question. What's the hotkey to find something on a sheet? I'm having a brain fart.
So there's menu buttons at the top that you can click that'll take you to different sections of your character sheet. Otherwise, you could try Control F maybe to find something. And Grezlock, I think I misspoke.
That was what I was looking for. Control F. I'm on your spreadsheets. I'm looking because we just said that I
the
had some
spreadsheet.
hours.
Yeah, but
I guess this would
Grezlock, you got to click on the level. You click on let's see. barbarian or lycanthrope, I think. Let's see. No, it would be
Oh, I think
Yeah,
I know.
level.
Okay.
yeah, level 5, and then you just
Okay.
reduce
I got
the
it.
HP
I got
there.
it. Yeah, I
So-
got it. I got it. Now it's fine.
The dwarf is looking at you guys, and he's like, "You should probably head out of here pretty soon." He's actually focused on Rig, you know. He also he's kneeling, by the way, to you, Rig, and he asks if he can touch the sunstone.
Wait, Sunstone is not with us. Sunstone is at the bartender.
But we
You
decided
kept
to
it.
take it.
You kept it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys talked me into
Oh.
taking it.
yeah.
Ah, I see. I see.
Yeah, because we
No,
just thought it
no.
was gonna be trouble, and like, I definitely would also. Kamaji would definitely be behind him, being like, "Don't let him touch that thing."
Now, first of all, in my city, no one kneels to anybody. I might be your king, but that don't mean that we're not equals. I like you to stand. And as
All
much as I would be tempted to let you, I need to keep this sunstone to myself for now. I hope you understand that.
Yes, my king. I understand. No problem. I'll do whatever
Right.
you bid me to do.
All right. Well, that is my bidding. Well, one more thing I need from you is I don't
Yeah.
know your name yet.
You can call me. Well, you can call me Gortom.
All right, go Tom.
Nice, dude.
Fine,
Guys, brain fart.
Fine, dwarvish name there.
Yeah, a lot of people make fun of me for it. Well, it's Gortom, for sure.
I know it is a common name. I mean, my pappy did tell me your Toms were a dime a dozen back in his day.
Yeah, that's interesting. It is an older name. They don't typically use those anymore.
Yep.
But my father is a traditionalist, and same with my mother, and they wanted to go with something that resembled the old country. So Gortom.
Understandable.
Gortom it was. It wasn't another popular name back then Gore-Tex? I feel like I heard a tall tale or two about a Gore-Tex, the dwarf.
It's actually Gore-Texialis. It's the
Wait,
proper.
so-
There's a few old names. Donnie Zalium's another famous old name. Things like that. It's actually an interesting name because it's derived from Durgar names a long, long ago before the dwarves and the Durgar split up. It's yeah. Anyways, well, you should get out of here because them Outlander soldiers are going to be coming by any moment, and I'd hate for them to see you and we'll catch you. And then there goes our king. That would be terrible.
That sure would be.
Right,
I've
it would.
enjoyed this little exploring of dwarven name history, and now I must bid you farewell.
Oh well, you can take that boat right down there. He points to a boat that's around the corner. It's like a little vessel. And you're going to take that and you're going
Now-
to follow the waterway to the right.
Real quick, when you say pit, are we going to be dropped off a cliff and die? Are you sending us to our death?
Oh no, sir. I mean, I can't guarantee your safety if you head down there. It is a long drop from what I hear, some 500 plus feet. So it might be dangerous, but I'm not trying to kill you.
How do we get down?
We'll take the boat and it'll bump against the shore and you'll get out and there'll be this chamber where the dwarves carved out. And they carved a hole and they were trying to explore deeper down into the Underearth there. Well, possibly the Underearth. I've never been there myself, so I cannot verify. But if you go further down and you'll eventually, possibly, allegedly, get to where I think you want to go.
Thank you for your time.
All right, well, I'll see you later. And he pulls out his bread and his cheese and he continues to eat along the ledge.
I pulled out another sausage, give it to him, and say, "Remember the lesson I told you."
Oh, thank you very much. You're not a cannibal, are you?
Nah. What do you mean, cannibal?
Well, you're giving me boar meat and you're half a boar.
I become half a boar because I eat a boar man's heart, dude.
So I see. So you ate boar before you were boar, so therefore you're not a cannibal.
And I don't know. I don't care. Just eat a sausage.
All right, well, It was a pleasure to meet you, though I would say the circumstances were a bit strange. I never met such a strange group of fellers. I hope you chose your company well there, King Rig. I'd hate for you to get stuck with a bunch of buffoons at your side.
I will admit that my choice of friends might be a bit unorthodox, but they see me through some tough scrapes, and really there's no one else here that I would trust more.
I'd offer to go with you, but I think maybe I'd be better suited to stay here. And if you're okay with it, I'll start telling some people that I trust, and maybe we can organize a resistance.
I'd be much obliged. I would like to start getting the word out. You may also link up with a few other folks in town who already know of my existence, and do hear that outside the gate there is a punk cult starting that also might be willing to work with us.
A punk cult,
I started that, bros. Yeah, I started spreading the word and a bunch of dwarves joined. They're right outside the walls because they can't worship in the city.
Any places in particular that you're allied with? Locations in town or outside of town?
I mean, anywhere where there's a dwarf, you can find him. Just keep spreading that word, and...
Okay, very well. And he bids you farewell, and you guys are going to go ahead and take the boat, and we're going to end up at this next spot.
I was looking through the potions to see if there was like a potion of featherfall that we could like post up and like I could create.
Yeah.
There is not, but there is 2 quick potions I found that I thought were really funny. One is called the Flaming Anus, and it's legendary.
What?
It's a legendary potion. It does a bunch of fire damage and shit. But
Wait, the fire came from your anus?
it doesn't explicitly say that, actually.
I bet it's like super spicy potion,
But-
and you just drink it and just
One that we could actually make right now that's really funny is the potion of fatherly complication. Potion that tastes like spoiled milk inside a #1 dad mug. Gives you daddy issues for the next 24 hours.
Wait. What?
That would be a great thing to give to the Vampire Queen.
Oh god.
Wait, what does it actually do, that potion?
That's what it does.
It gives you daddy issues.
What's daddy issue?
You got problems with your father for some reason or another. Likely
What?
because it tastes like spoiled milk. It's implying that your dad like walked out on your mom and you were raised by a single mother, probably because your dad
so
was a dead
Or
man.
Mardge.
What? So you become like an emo teenager, complain your dad everything.
It's
No,
an
not necessarily.
It's an RP potion. It'll affect
Yeah.
the story.
Oh.
Okay, you guys make it. You bank the little boat against the wall, and you can see the stone walkway that spirals down along the walls and into the pit. The water is dropping down there. It looks like
Yeah, but
a
there's-
very far drop.
Yeah, but it broke.
It's broken
The
though.
ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he told you that. He said that they tried to get down there, but eventually it was too difficult to construct, and so they gave up on the project. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get down this.
I'll give you a second to think about it.
How did we get down the other thing? Does anybody
We
have
lost one
something?
of the punk people, and we went down the last one. Like he drowned in the.
Yeah.
I mean, we can check the water. Is the water like moving slowly or something? Like, can we like is
Yeah.
the water different? Can we inspect the water?
There's nothing unusual about the water, as far as you know. It's kind of lapping over the side and then cascading down into the pit.
I don't remember how we survived the last time. I feel like
I don't
We got-
remember we just dropped
It wasn't this
down-
steep.
yeah, it didn't go this deep. I feel like
Wait, you sure? I remember
Yeah.
it's super deep too.
It was deep, but
It was
not like
deep,
this.
but not like yeah.
Can I climb down?
If I
You can
remember
try,
correctly,
yeah.
it was also
Yeah.
like a weird it was like a weird tube of water basically.
So last time there was like a really large rock at the bottom of this pool of water, and that rock you destroyed it, I believe, and then all the water cascaded through the hole, and you uncovered an entry into the Underdark. But the way that you came in, it was like 50 feet, then 50 feet, then 50 feet. So it kind of progressed slowly, whereas this is just a drop straight down.
Yeah, 500, like over 500 feet. Yeah, well, I mean, let's go down to let's at least go down towards the edge. Probably, this looks like, is this a passageway here?
Yeah, let's go down and check out what's this.
Yes, you can go down there.
Let's go, guys.
It is, but it's caved in.
Do we have any like?
How climbable does it look going down?
It looks fairly climbable. It looks like there's plenty of handholds and footholds to use. It's not smoothed rock or anything, but it is sheer.
Is the stuff on the other side from the water wet at all?
Is the stuff on the other side of the wall, like the sides of the wall?
Yeah, like the wall, like on
Because
on
here's
this
the
side of the wall.
water.
I see.
Is this
It's-
like wet or slippery at all?
It's a little slimy.
Do we have any like
Pistons?
mountain nail?
Pistons, I
Mountain
think.
nail to-
Or pipe
Yeah.
pittons, I think. I forget how you say them.
So we can.
You might have some in your explorer's backpack or your dungeoneer's backpack.
I don't think I have. I didn't see it.
You can check. Might have some.
Yeah.
Fram,
I don't.
do you have any way of casting some fire on these slimy rocks to dry them out, or burn off any algae or slippery slimy stuff?
Well, if they're made of metal, I can do a heat metal spell.
Well, there was an iron mine. There might be trace amounts of metal in it, but I don't know that would do a whole lot.
How far of a drop is it from where we are?
You can't see the bottom, but you think it goes about 500 feet, according to
Or
the
more.
information you received.
We can get down a little bit closer. I have a really ridiculous idea that would technically work. There's this spell that Rig has that has a 120-foot range, which is that instant snare spell, which basically when someone gets within 5 feet of it, it can trigger, and then they're snared. But that would also mean that they're not falling anymore.
Cool.
What's snare?
But that's that one that it's like that rope trap. I also have anchoring rope, but I can only cast it on myself. So like Rig could get down there on his own.
It's the last time you used that.
Okay, wait. If you can get down there on your own, and then you can cast that ensnaring thing right like 5 feet or 10 feet above the bottom, so it catches us.
Yeah, I could do that. It would take 2 spell slots, but I could get you all down there in like the most ridiculous way possible.
And so I got the.
I don't know. Would that
most-
work, Matt?
I got the
I feel like
highest.
that's kind of a weird thing because I feel like we're still falling 500 feet and our speed is moving to 0 in an instant.
Yeah, you might get
So the
really hurt.
anchoring
Well,
rope
it's
does say that you don't
magic.
take any fall damage.
Hello there.
Oh, I
shit.
see.
Chevy's here. Chevy's here. We need to switch our.
Oh, we gotta switch our cameras. All right, everybody, give us a moment while we.
Sorry.
It's okay, bro. We're gonna
Don't
switch our cameras
worry.
real quick. So, sorry, everybody. We'll
Yeah.
be right back. I'm on camera.
Where is the party at currently? Mardge, for that matter.
We trying to go back to the Underdark, but because the Outlander take the the last map, so we cannot go back there again, and so we go to the big forge, trying to go down the Underdark from there.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It's a good idea.
I think we leave some message for Mardge, right? To tell her like, hey, we're gonna go here, like our plan, right?
Yes, you did.
And Gruzlock's a person again.
Nice. How do you manage to get his sanity back?
I give everyone a very very wise story, but no one understand. But just Kibo got what I want to.
Kibble's
So
the
he
one
got
who
me.
figured it out.
Yeah, Kibo the only one roll a nat 20 and understand what I'm trying to tell them. So
That
Jade,
sounds about right.
have you heard that story? You know the Mongolian, the Mongolian tribe. There's a story like one arrow easy to broke, 2 arrow easy to broke, but 3 arrow not that easy to broke. Have you heard that story?
No, I haven't.
No, that's a very famous story. It's just basically tell you. So there's 3 brothers. So 3 brothers against each other, but their mother tell them this story. Say like you 3 are brother. You need to help each other, not against each other. If you fight alone, you will die. But if you fight like 3 of you, become a group, unite, you will be strong. Like that.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a very wise story, and only Kibo understand it. And now I am a human again.
To be fair, you just pulled out a bunch of arrows and started breaking them in front of us, and didn't really figure out what you were trying to say. Or actually, you were bringing your torches.
Yeah, I lose all my torch.
Yep.
That's fine.
I just break all
my
torch.
And so, like, from our perspective, we woke up and you were gone, and there were footprints leading down, which only Gruzlock could find, so he had to come and tell us, like, Lassie style, that there was something wrong. And they led down to the Brawnn, the Boar guy, and because we were joking about it, it's kind of canon that there's a romantic moment, nothing physical, but something happened, and then you left.
Yeah, you sleep with the boar farmer.
Well, no, you don't know that.
We had an intimate
Maybe.
Moment.
He said it wasn't physical, but he didn't want us to tell his wife.
Yeah,
we exchanged some very sensitive information.
You broke their marriage.
To be fair, I tried to say you just went out for cigarettes and didn't come back.
a little column B. Say, oh, these guys, I just can't do this anymore. I'm gonna get myself killed.
And then it looks like from the tracks there were other people who you had a scuffle with after that, and then you were gone, and we don't know where you went.
Okay. All right. Well,
Also,
I know what I did. So
I also real quick wanted to ask you if in Baldur's Gate 3, the drow woman that runs the interplanar circus in Act 3, if that woman had any bearing on your character inspiration, because holy shit, she definitely reminds me of Mardge.
Oh, I'm not really sure. I actually haven't done a lot of Act 3 yet. I've gotten to the circus area, but I'm not 100% sure who you're talking about.
Okay.
The circus is like the Corel beast, that's trapped in the cage.
After we're done, I want to show you some clips of it just so you can see, because me and Matt just got to it in our 2-man playthrough, and it's like holy shit, it's like just like you, and like
no
so many, it even sounds like you a little bit, like
that's funny.
Yeah, it's like
that's a new DLC patch they just put in. Someone on the dev team is a fan of mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say they copied us.
That's right.
So you know they're gonna have like a food obsessed human and giant barbarian who keeps dying.
Okay, I think we're good to
Glad
go.
to have you back.
I'm good to go.
Yeah. While you guys are talking about, you can figure out over text or something how you want to get down this pit. I'm gonna cut scenes over to Mardge.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah. Well, what am I doing?
So you were on your way back from the boar farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. When something took place. Someone surprised you, knocked you over the head, and you find yourself waking up here.
Wait, you're just skipping over the intimate moment?
I feel like we can, yeah. Just because
You're yada
I-
yadaing the intimate moment.
I am.
He asked me for some special tips on how to help his lady in the bedroom. He figured since I was a mature lady, I would know what to do. His wife is having some problems.
Okay.
You find yourself, you wake up, and you're here. This is on your way back to camp. You've got your hands tied. You're leaning against a large bush, and there is a Drider that has captured you. She wears the insignia of the Vampire Queen.
Wait, why Mardge look?
Here is
why Mardge look like this? What the hell?
And this is Mardge's new token. This was made by Shafe's partner. How cool is that? Look at that.
Molly draw that? Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's been playing around with her Critta program a bunch lately.
No, that's cool.
You need to stretch it out a little wider for the token, but...
Well, now she's not that charming anymore. Looks so
she's, yeah, this is a little more on brand for what she is.
It's awesome. The hair is awesome. Gosh.
Yeah, she did a great job with the hair.
Okay. You can roll an insight check as you open your eyes and you look at this Drider. She seems to be kind of got, going through her pack or something. She doesn't notice that you've woken up. You don't notice. You don't notice anything about her with your insight check. You can roll a perception check though to kind of gather some information about who she is. All right, so you do notice that this is likely some kind of bounty hunter from your city.
Oh shit.
She wears the insignia of your city, but it's not royal clothing, and it's not royal guard clothing. Do you want to pretend that you're still sleeping? What do you want to do here?
Looking around, can I discern whether or not I'd like to take a moment, just kind of scan my surroundings? Like, do I notice the area I'm in at all, or am I in a completely unfamiliar area?
You haven't been to this section of the forest, but it does look like you're still near Stoneguard from what you can tell. There's like a sign over here, and you can see that says Stoneguard going this direction. You think that your camp would be to the right.
And you said I'm bound?
Yeah, your hands are bound behind your back. You could roll a sleight of hand check if you'd like.
Yeah.
You're not able to get the bindings off. They are only leather bindings, but you don't have any implement on you to cut them.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, where did I put it? I thought I put it in my bag. Ugh.
I guess Mardge will pipe up. Hey, what's going on here? Why do you have me bound?
You've woken. Quiet. I'm looking for something.
She walks over here.
Maybe I can help you find it. What are you looking for? I'm just a poor helpless old lady out in the woods here.
Nothing of your concern. And you're going back to the Vampire Queen alive because she plans to drain you of all your blood, Mardge, and I am going to walk away with a very sizable sum of money.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, that is very right.
What if I told you I could make that money even greater? What's it worth? What's it worth to you, hon, to just maybe untie me and forget we saw each other? Huh? You know I don't want to go back to that Vampire Queen. You know that Vampire Queen.
She looks over at you with one eyebrow raised.
1,000 gold pieces, which I know you don't have because I've already gone through all of your belongings.
Well, of course, I don't have it on me. I'm not some idiot who would keep all that money on me. I'm traveling with a very powerful group of warriors and mages who are going to come and find me.
Roll intimidation.
I am more skilled in deception. But
deception works.
Is it? Okay. That was an intimidation check, but I can roll deception instead. I don't
We're
know if I
not-
actually believe that they're very powerful warriors and wizards.
I see.
Kind
Deception.
of just said that.
Yeah, well, let's see what your deception is. It's +7. So yeah, let's roll deception. Okay, it's a little bit better. So let me see what she gets.
What wizards? What mages?
Well, haven't you heard? There's 2 dueling mage guilds over here in the nearby town of Stoneguard. And my little crew has actually been contracted through one of those groups to help them, increase their ranks, if you so say.
I mean,
And they're both really strong wizard groups. They've got all this underhand dealings and shadiness going on. You'd fit right in over there.
would they pay a ransom?
With that, well, I'm not sure if the mage guilds would, but they definitely would kill you on sight if they saw you with me. I'm pretty important to them.
I'm far, far away from there. They don't even know you're missing.
Well, why are you asking about a ransom then?
Well, I'm wondering if they'd buy you back for more than the Vampire Queen would pay.
Oh, just maybe. I'm pretty fancy. Look at me. I'd say I'm worth at least 1,001 gold pieces. Shortchanging me.
Roll deception.
Huh. Okay, very well. Let's say I take you
Right.
back. Can you be certain that I'll be paid?
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? I know you'll be paid.
Roll
Especially with the line of work you do. This is pretty normal stuff.
roll insight. Okay, so you're gathering, I would say that does just barely pass. You're gathering that the amount of like 1,000 gold pieces would be a considerable amount more than she was going to get from the Vampire Queen. You're still worth a lot to her, but 1,000's it's a tick up. So she's considering bringing you back there. And she believes that they're going to pay. So we're going to move back to the city. She is going to hire a dwarf to run into the city. She pays him like a gold piece, which is a lot for some of the farmers out here. And they are going to go to, which mages guild do you want the dwarf to go to announce your arrival?
I suppose the Hammercast one then, just since those are more likely to bail me out. But really, I'd like to, again, on our way, I would like to try to keep breaking out of my restraints. Try to get my hands free.
Roll sleight of hand along the way. That is not enough. You almost get it, but it's just a little too tight for you to break out of. You guys are here, hiding in the woods along the edge of the city. The dwarf comes back sometime later with the Hammercast Guild, and they're now out here, and they're going to meet you. It's a bit of a tense moment, as you guys are having sort of a standoff in the woods, maybe like over here in this direction. And they kind of look at the Drider, and they look at you. They recognize you, having met you at, I guess, you were at the Hammercast Guild with
me,
Kamaji, yeah.
So, while seeing them come up, I'm like, what do you... Well, you've got some of the guys here, but you don't have the biggest, most important one, the one who would actually pay my ransom and who deals with their financials. Why didn't you bring him?
You're saying this to the dwarves?
No, I'm saying this to my captor.
Oh, your captor. Why didn't they... I'm confused. Say that one more time.
I asked you, my captor, well, I see you bringing some of the guys from the guild over, but you're not bringing the important one.
How do you know? I sent the dwarf off to get them.
I can just see he's coming back, and he doesn't have my friend who would pay the ransom. And without my friend here, this is all a moot point. I don't know why he drug us all the way over here.
Well, then we're going to go back to the Vampire Queen if they can't pay.
Well, you don't understand yet. You could get your money if you would just do things right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you help me.
What are you talking about? No, they're going to pay me, or I'm going to take you back to the Vampire Queen. That's it. And if they stand in my way, I'm going to kill them.
That is my point. These are the guys. You can't make these guys pay. You're squeezing the wrong tomatoes. You need to go get the guys with the money. It's all a very big operation. You know, if I could just go with your dwarf friend, I'm sure I could make it happen.
Oh, no. That is not going to happen. I see what you're doing. This is not going to work on me. I am one of the most astute bounty hunters in all of this Dristil, so don't even try it. You understand?
Well, if you were one of the most astute, then I'm pretty sure you would have come out with the right ransom guy. You're bringing out a, who's who cast of people over here to come pay this ransom, and none of them are going to have any money on what to do. You're just harassing these poor people.
She is not going to buy it.
Okay.
I just don't see. You could try rolling it. If you get a nat 20, I'll give it to you, but I can't see her buying into that being who she is. It was close. She kind of hesitates, then she looks at the dwarves and she's like,
I'm taking you back to the Vampire Queen. If they won't
Wait.
pay.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta convince them then.
The dwarves slowly approach, okay? You can see that they've got their backpacks. It looks like they did bring something. You're not sure what. Mardge, are you okay over there?
Oh, I'll be just fine. You know, if you guys could run and grab Kamaji for me, this would all just blow over. She doesn't understand that you don't have our money and that Kamaji has. I tried telling her, but she's just unreasonable.
Well, I don't know where Kamaji or the others are. We've been back at the Hammercast Guild, preparing things like when Kamaji left us. But we did bring the ransom, though.
Oh, you did?
Oh, we did, yes.
The dwarf mage.
They're the dwarf mages, yep.
Nice.
I don't really want to take the money.
Okay.
Gotta have to get creative here. If you don't want them to get the money, which I don't either, but a Drider is scary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, outside of I can't cast anything without my hands, right?
That'd be right.
You can? Wait,
yeah.
For real?
Well, I don't know. I guess you could if you can.
If it doesn't, you could look at the spell components. Some spells don't have somatic components, like Misty Step, for instance. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have somatic components. It only has verbal.
Yeah. Oh, oops! I did not mean to do that.
You can do the Jackie Chan thing, jump and make your hand cross your leg and then cast,
I'm pretty sure most of mine that I have right now learned are somatic.
And you might.
I was just gonna try to charm her, but
I feel like it's gonna be hard because she is a bounty hunter and she is trying to make money off of you, one way or the other.
Yeah.
And Drider probably pretty high charm.
I feel like your best options here for getting away with the money are some sort of a sleight of hand trick to trick them into thinking they got the money when they didn't, or just a pure running into the city and praying that the guard doesn't recognize you from before.
Yeah, I might just have to pay back the money too. I don't have good sleight of hands.
Yeah, or because the Drider can't go in the city, the fucking Drider, because the city guard will definitely attack on sight. So if you can get into the city, you'll be fine. But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, well, I tried to talk my way into it, but without a nat 20, that's not happening. So
yeah, might just might just have to pay.
Yeah, I just have to pay and get it back. Oh, well, you guys did bring the ransom money? Well, that's so kind of you.
Of course, we don't want to see you get harmed. We've worked so hard on our goals to start the Arcanum University. But if we have to save you to keep it going, we're willing to do that.
Yeah, well, that's so sweet of you guys. We'll have to make them in somehow. Did you bring the entire ransom? I know my friend here was just expecting one sack, and just was going to take it and run. And she knew you guys were good for all 1,000. And Costume says 1,000 in the bag.
She said they. Okay, so you're trying to subtly say that.
Subtly say maybe don't put 1,000 in the bag. See if they drop any. Like if they gave her like a half bag and she just takes it and split.
Yeah,
That's
not
my
like
hope.
not like she's gonna sit there
Sure.
and count 1,000 gold pieces, or if she does, like.
If she's sitting there counting 1,000, then I want to try to get out of my wrist wraps the entire time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how many
yeah.
checks I'll have on that, but
Okay, they're gonna go ahead and they understand what you're saying. They're gonna move forward.
Okay.
They're gonna hand this guy right here. This is the leader that Kamaji and you had talked to before. He's gonna hand the gold bag over to the Drider.
sure.
He actually places it on
looks
the
kinda-
ground.
He looks kind of badass.
Yeah, he's cool. He puts it on the ground and then he walks back. The Drider stops, looking at Mardge, walks forward, grabs the bag, and kind of just weighs it in her hand. She looks at the four of you and says,
Okay, very well. It feels a little light, but that's maybe just dwarven gold.
She's
I
gonna
think we
roll.
both knew you were always going to say it felt light. Trust me, these are dwarves. They're the most honest and trustworthy denizens of all the land. There's a reason we don't let these assholes down in the Underdark, right? Only their musty counterparts.
Very well.
Musty counterparts. I love that.
They put in 750 gold because they wanted it to be
Okay.
convinced, and that works. And she takes it and she's
Cool.
gonna move away. She unbinds you and she's gone into the forest.
Oh, well, thanks, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I swear we'll pay you back one of these days.
It's okay. I'm glad you're safe.
Just, me too. I don't even know what happened. I was off, and me and this other guy were talking about some things with his wife, and one thing led to another, and before you know it, I just lost my head. And then I woke up after our night of, passionate talk, and then this lady was jumped out at me. Really ruined the mood.
Well, you better be careful, because if she's after you, you can bet your buttons that there's going to be a lot of other bounty hunters after you, too.
Yeah, I was afraid this was going to happen.
Okay.
Well, thanks again, guys. Well, I'll give you this IOU. And Mardge breaks out a little scrap of parchment from her bag and writes on there, IOU, 700 gold.
750.
750, actually.
Oh, did I make a mistake there? I'm so sorry. Yeah, let me fix that.
Okay. We're good.
And then they're gonna leave. Now you're gonna head back. Where do you want to go from here?
I go to Hardley's. That's probably exact. Well, actually, I guess I should go see Brawnn first. No, he probably doesn't want me to see him after his wife. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Hardley's.
Okay. So you're going
You know
into the
where
city then.
We are, right? You know where we are.
He doesn't.
Well,
you can't say anything else.
You guys left me a note, but I don't know where at. We were
Yeah.
with Brawnn last, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And we were just on the north side of town. So I guess I will stop by Bronn's first before I go to. That makes a lot more sense to go here then down to Hardley's rather than the other way around. That's a lot of back and
Yeah,
forth.
last
Okay.
we fled from the city, it was we had to like sneak
Yeah.
out of the city basically.
When you go to
Right.
Bronn's, you do see that he's there. He seems to be in a very serious conversation with his wife. His wife takes one look at you. She stands up. She grabs the towel and she starts hitting you in the face with her towel, screaming at you.
What? I'm so sorry. Did what I mentioned? Did you not like it? Ow!
He loves you. He confessed his love for you to me. Oh, gosh.
She's just weeping.
He
It's so
loves
sad.
me. Oh, no! You got this all wrong. He loves you so much that he wants to have you.
He was
This-
asking you all those things because he has affection for you.
No! You don't understand. He has affection for you, and he just can't explain it. You know, he's a tough soul, and he needs help understanding the ways of a woman. And he just felt so ashamed to ask his wife that after all these years. He needed a little help from outside, and he saw I passed through, and he's like, I just knew I had to ask.
Roll deception. It just passes. She's kind of looking at you uneasily and she goes, then she looks back at her husband, Brawnn. She says, okay, but I still don't want to see you around here anymore.
Nope. Don't have to worry about that.
And then Brawnn mentions your party was looking for you. They saw your tracks at camp, and did you guys? I'll say that you mentioned the note. They left a note back at camp.
Oh, wonderful. That's I was on that side note though, Barbara, why'd you leave me? I just got picked up by some damn bounty hunter after you went off asking me for advice.
I told you I couldn't walk back to the camp with you because I had to go sneak back in through the window. And then his wife
Could have kept
he whispers
Could have kept an eye out. I just lost 850 gold because I got captured on the way back.
800. I love it.
850 gold?
Yeah, I just got captured and ransomed back. It was a horrible experience, and all because you needed help making love to your lady.
Well, I could spare 100. I can't spare.
I say you just no. It's fine. I've already gotten you with those stupid ball picklers before. I say we're even now.
His wife comes up. Don't give him money. She slaps the money out of his hands.
I wouldn't take money from this pig farmer anyways.
Fine, then leave. They start screaming.
Get out of here.
All right, so you're going back to the camp.
Yeah, I don't take any money from him, but I feel even for the little boar piglets now. So
sure,
I feel vindicted.
You get back to the camp and you find a note. It says that they're going to attempt to get into the Underdark via the Forge.
Oh, back in the Forge. Oof, getting in there is going to be tough.
Now I'm going to let you think about how you want to get into the Forge. Nobody else can say anything because Mardge is going to have to come up with that on her own. Meanwhile, I'm going to go back to the rest of the group. So you guys are here at the pit. How do you want to get down?
So remember we just say I feel like so it's Fram got that spell, right? How about I tie
it's Rig.
Oh, it's Rig. So probably this. So I use rope, tie myself with Rig, and I climb down by myself, and to make sure, I got a war pick. So I want to use that war pick to climb. I just climb and, so I can hold there and,
yeah.
Rig, how does you said you had a spell that'll let Rig get down? How does that work?
So it's if I fall, I can take a reaction to create a rope that's 30 feet long and anchored just in space, and it can hold up to 800 pounds. And it's attached to me.
Okay.
And even if I'm free falling, I can fall safely and not get hurt by it. So like I could land just like a foot above the ground with it. So theoretically, if Gruzlock can carry all of us and we weigh less than 800 pounds, we're all tied together, it could hold us all. If we fall.
I'm not very sure because I got a bunch of thing on me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's you probably couldn't carry all. And the other thing I had is the snare that you're talking about using.
So I can drop something here. I don't need to bring everything. I can drop something.
We could drop all of our gear except for our equipped weapons.
Oh wait, you saying just drop it down, throw it down?
You could.
No, definitely not doing that. Like there's water. It's like it's gonna be flowing water at the bottom.
I mean, I gonna drop my caber. I don't need my caber anymore.
I don't think there's any way we're gonna get all 5 of us down there with being under 800 pounds. Because you probably weigh at least 200 pounds, if not more, without any gear.
Yeah, but
the rest of us are definitely over 200 with our gear, and Kibble is probably the only one that could be maybe under that. And
I would agree with that.
Of us.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us. Yep. There's no way that we're going to be under 800. It could get those of us with the shittiest athletics down though. Meaning, it could get probably. I would argue that Kibble, Fram, Rig, and Kamaji would be under 800 pounds.
So I feel like I can transform to the giant boar man, and it can help me get the advantage on the athletic check, and I will become large. So that probably can help you guys. Like you can climb on me or like tie rope at me. So if you guys fell,
But
at
I'm
least I
just
can
saying,
try to.
I think you can get down on your own in that form. If you're carrying us, it's gonna give you like probably disadvantage or something. So my idea is that I have one potion of heroism.
What does that do?
Interesting.
Oh, it's only for saving throws and attack rolls. I thought it was for checks. Never mind.
Ah.
You guys could tie a rope on a kibble and just throw him down there and see what happens.
No.
Well, I think me, Rig, I think the four of us can get down with Rig's thing. Like, I think we can get under 800 pounds with the four of us. Kibble probably doesn't weigh all that much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see,
Yeah,
Turtle said the same
small.
thing. Tie kibble.
You could also have Gruzlock could also carry Kibble pretty easily, I would imagine as well.
But I
Yeah.
feel like if we could take Kibble with us, like, give Gruzlock the best chance of succeeding on his own.
Yep.
Because he's rolling crazy athletics with advantage.
Yeah.
Like, he's got the best chance of getting down. I don't have a shot in hell of getting down there. I roll 0, and I have no advantage. I have no
Yeah,
chance of getting down.
Yeah, Rig's rolling a 0 and Fram's rolling a +2.
So if we all grab a hold of Rig, and then jump down, and Rig casts a spell, then we can get down there and wait for Gruzlock and maybe try and like catch him or something if he falls.
Okay, so tell me what. Okay, one more time. What are we doing? Who's going?
So the spell is called Anchoring Rope,
Yep,
and
got
it, as a reaction, a rope becomes attached to me when I fall as a reaction, and it can be anywhere from 5 to 30 feet long, and it can support up to 800 pounds, and
Okay.
it is anchored one end to me and one end to just somewhere in space.
Right.
And so the plan is to tie everybody besides Gruzlock to me, jump off, or maybe climb and see if we somehow manage to make the check, which we won't, but we could
Okay.
just see if we get nat 20 or something. And then, since everyone's besides Gruzlock's tied to me, we could land the floor and then drop down.
Okay, got it. All right, let's do it then. So Gruzlock's gonna go down on his own.
And we're
Do
just
we want to
gonna...
go down
Yeah.
first?
So I just.
Yeah,
on
we
my
should
own?
go first.
Probably.
We should go first. We
Yep.
should go first.
Gruzlock, I believe you just learned a lesson from your god recently about slowing down and waiting for a sec. Why don't you let a spellcaster go first, and we can let you know how safe it is, and maybe do something to catch you if you fall.
But I feel like I should be the one to catch anyone foe, right? I'm
Yeah, but
large
we're
woman.
safe. We're safe. Like,
Okay.
Yes,
we have no chance of dying. You have a chance of dying.
Okay. All right.
So we want to minimize your chances of dying.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's
We're trying
barbarian.
to
Barbarian does reckless attack, does he not?
We're trying to help you.
Okay.
Also,
okay.
also maybe you should rage before you climb too.
Should
Although
I rage or should I?
no,
Actually,
that
it won't
actually
work. Yeah, that won't
won't
work.
work.
He'd have to
It won't
attack
work.
himself.
Yeah, or you could
Just punch himself
I
up.
just transform. I just transform.
Yeah,
I just
no, yeah.
transform to Boar man. But should I? You think should I become large or not large?
Whatever increases your athletics.
Yeah,
Would be
you
my
just want your
suggestion.
athletics increased.
Okay.
But
So-
we're gonna tie ourselves to Rig and we're gonna try and climb down, and then when one of us falls and drags the rest of us down, we're gonna rely on his spell.
Okay. For the
I
four
do
of
like
you,
the idea for flavor that your rage would just be because you have to wait.
I gotta
If you do
transform.
choose to rage.
but- Yeah,
Just
I'm
don't-
awake. I gotta transform, but not
Wait,
large.
Ad.
oh, you cut out, Eric.
Me?
Oh, I was just saying that I think it'd be funny if you rage, but the reason is you have to wait and you're just mad about waiting.
I see. Yeah, go ahead and transform Gruzlock, and then
I transform, but I stay medium. I'm not large.
okay, gotcha.
I think this is better for climbing.
So
Yeah, get your hands and better footholds and handholds.
let's
Yeah.
roll athletics if you can. For Kibble, it's just strength. As soon as you guys start to descend, Kibble slips And
So do I.
Oh shit.
2 of you slip, okay? And then you guys are hanging on. Rig and Fram are holding.
Well,
Gruzlock is...
probably not really, because with both me and Kibble tied to Rig, dragging him down, he's definitely going to fall down.
Yep. So I think what we'll do here is that's going to pull you guys off, and
Oh,
you
shit.
guys are now free falling. You descend 500 feet when suddenly glowing lights from down below begin to become visible to you. Roll perception check as you're falling.
The fuck?
The other 5.
Rig
Back
also
to back
has dark
5s.
vision. Rig has dark vision. I'm not sure if that would play into anything he's seeing or not.
Okay. Rig, you see a roll nature. You see a creature down below at the bottom that you're tumbling towards. It's quite large. There appears to be a pair of them. You're not sure what they are. You've never seen them before.
Can I tell anything more about how they look, or just that they're big?
I can show you what it looks like if you'd like.
Sure.
If he's gonna point the creatures out to me during free fall, maybe I can give him an advantage. I'm proficient in nature. Or is it just happening too fast for that?
It's happening super fast, but this is what it looks like.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that looks mighty Bewlett-like to me.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. And then you guys are going to hit the cast, I guess, to use anchoring rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're basically just like suspended maybe like 5 feet above the ground.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring you to the other map then.
I'll be right back. I forgot. I go to the bathroom.
No problem. All right, you guys are going to end up down here. This is going to be Rig, Fram, Kamaji, and Kibble. And then there are the 2 Bullets, which are going to be here and here. Not good.
I only see one of them. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Popped up.
Okay. And you guys are going to be right about here. You're just dangling right over the water, and the rope is attached to the, I guess, the egress that's up above you.
It's just attached to like the air. It
air,
magically
right.
suspends.
Right. So you guys are fine. Just dangling over the water.
Can I say, as like the rope becomes taut, because I'm tied to Rig,
Yep.
can I do like a acrobatics check to kind of like use my momentum to like swing in a pendulum towards the shore?
Sure.
And then cut my rope like at the perfect time to like land on the shore.
Yeah.
Go
Go and roll
rope. Isn't
acrobatics.
That rope is the spell?
No, we're tied by a regular rope to Rig, and then Rig is casting the rope spell.
It is.
And I can dismiss it at any time.
I just wanted to do a cool dismount. That's all.
You do the dismount, but you land in the water, either here or up here. Which way did you want to go?
That way.
I'll let you move, I guess.
Yeah, this like here. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Can I also roll as my character, see if any one of them pulls off a dismount?
Sure. Yes, you actually land on the land there.
So where am I?
We'll get back to you soon.
Rig and make it.
They just fell,
Nope,
like free
Rig
falled. You're clinging to the wall.
Yeah. I mean, Rig is like the one who's controlling the rope, so it makes sense that he would be the one who falls most directly.
And Kibble sucks at that, so he's just standing right next to you. All right, now we're going to go back up to Gruzlock. So meantime, Gruzlock, you were climbing down. You did pass your first check, but this is a very, very long drop. So you're going to have to pass a few of these checks. Each one will get a little bit harder. The first one that you rolled was where? 22. So you're easily down. You go down 100 feet.
So if I use War Pick, can they give me like plus? Because I already got advantage. If I use War Pick to climb, and they give him like +1, +2. Like
Sure, I'll give you a +1 if you want.
Okay.
So it's 23. Go ahead and roll for your second check. You're going to be doing a series of these rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, that passes. You scale down another 200 feet. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Don't fail me. I got the power of going. Fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no.
start to free fall down the side of the cliff. You're throwing your axe into the side of the stone to try and stop yourself. You've just descended 300 feet. You can go ahead and roll it again to see if you can recover this.
Okay.
It is more difficult now, and you have to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, let me think. Okay. So I got I got some ideas. So I got War Pig, I got Chain Axe, and I got Chain Anchor. So I'm not very sure like which one should I use in this situation. You think if I use Anchor, Chain Anchor, can I stock the anchor on the wall?
You'd have to drop your war pick to do that.
You're also you're in free fall right now. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could ground yourself to throw the anchor is the problem. But with the war pick, you could stick it into the side of the wall.
All right. Probably it's that War Pig. Okay.
So it's athletics +1, right? But you roll disadvantage.
Okay. I'm just thinking like, what about I use Warwing attack? Speed.
This is you're trying to stop yourself from falling. I feel like that probably wouldn't work.
How big is this shaft?
You're not a helicopter.
Did he just like took all 4 limbs out?
Oh fuck!
It is disadvantage, but it still fails. You're still falling. It's another 100 feet.
What the fuck? Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god! What epically bad rolls?
Yeah. What the hell?
So that was 400 feet now. You have 100 feet left to fall. You got to roll again with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So disadvantage, but I got advantage, so it's flat roll, right?
That would be correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Those other checks would have still failed.
Yeah. Give me a net 20, please. Yeah. 16.
16. That is not enough. As you approach the ground, is there anything else that anybody wanted to do?
Does anybody have anything?
I just
could do the
yelling
snare.
like ah.
You could what?
Do we want to use the snare?
Yeah, try the snare.
All right.
Try the snare.
So when he's about 100 feet away from me, because this is a 120-foot range, I cast the spell Instant Snare. If he passes within 5 feet of it, and I put it on the wall of the shaft, then he has to make a let's see, it's a Dex saving throw, and if he fails, he is caught in the snare, kind of like what happened when the assassin was attacking.
Sure.
And so he's basically
So you fell from you had gone 100 feet and then you fell, right? So you'd be falling.
No, he went 200 feet.
200 feet? Okay.
So he fell 300 feet, and basically
180.
He's trying. What?
So he would have fallen 180 before the snare.
Why the?
Where
did that?
Because snare is 120.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Under.
So roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dex savings roll.
Yeah.
So this is Dex
you
savings roll.
You want to fail this one.
Yeah, you want to fail.
You want to fail, and then you get stuck.
If you fail, you get stuck. You're still gonna die, but you're not gonna be dead. You'll just be a little dead.
Right. So you did fail. You were close. Let's see. Yeah, it's. Well, actually, wait a second. If it ties my thing, does it pass? Because it's a 13 to pass, or it's an int 13.
It goes to the roller. So
Oh no!
Oh, I don't even use advantage.
Yeah. Let me double check that just to make sure.
Man,
Yeah,
no, don't kill me.
Oh. You got anything else?
Well, he would
Anybody?
be making that check with disadvantage, wouldn't he? Since he's falling.
That's true. Yeah.
At a disadvantageous.
That is true,
Yeah, no,
actually. I
no,
like that
yeah.
idea. So
Wait,
roll
so I got this.
roll disadvantage.
Wait. Oh. Disadvantage! Yeah!
It didn't help.
And-
Why?
And we
You
could
rolled,
also make
you rolled a 1, 3, 1, 2 to get here, and then when you
Oh
want to
my
roll
God.
back, you roll a 15. Oh my
So-
And
God.
we could also make the case, because it was a magical trap, that if he sees it and knows that it's there, he wouldn't be trying to avoid it, and we could just make him trigger it.
What is the wording of the spell?
Yeah,
When a
like
large or smaller
I-
creature moves within 5 feet of the snare, the trap triggers. The creature must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or be magically pulled into the air.
yeah, like why I don't think I will trying to avoid that. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You know, especially I'm dropping down.
I think that's a
Oh, no.
reasonable assumption, so we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
But still, you're falling 120 feet into the trap, right?
Yeah.
So that means that you're gonna take
180 feet into the trap.
Right, excuse me, 180 feet into the trap. You're 120 feet above the ground. Okay, so when you hit the trap, you're still going to take fall damage because you're stopping suddenly into it.
Good.
So you take 72 damage. You're knocked out. You're stuck in the trap 120 feet up in the air.
I'm dead.
But you're not
That's bad.
dead. If you'd fallen the whole way and you would have gotten 116
God.
damage, you would have
you
died.
know, ironically, with the rules of D&D, you could just drop concentration on that spell. He'll fall the other 120 feet and take a buttload more damage. But unless that damage is double his total health pool, he
Yeah.
will only take one
One.
failed death saving throw, and we can get him up.
All right.
Oh my.
It's 120,
I feel like
so
Rig would
12.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that that's possible within game or within character, I think Rig would like drop concentration on it.
Okay. I love that. It's so funny. So you take
Yep.
42, just an automatic death failure. Okay. So you just go ahead and mark it as a failure on one of those. And then you're
Okay.
now at the bottom of the cave. The real interesting part about this is that, whoops,
Hey, wait. I just noticed. So
where's your, oh, there you are. I see.
I am wearable now. So every physical damage I got resistant. So I actually just take 36 damage, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Are you happy 72?
Are you have to be raging for that?
No. The wearable got that.
Yeah,
too.
you're right.
Wearable,
You're right.
Oh, okay.
When I transform,
So, yeah, I forgot about that. So it'd be 36. That means you're still up.
yeah.
And then would you drop the concentration on the trap?
You have to.
Wait.
I guess you'd have to, right?
Yeah, you'd have
wait,
to.
I have to.
Yeah. So I would just like, all right, now brace yourself. I'm about to drop you.
So you'd
Effectively, it's the same outcome. He just doesn't take a failed
Yeah.
save.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're still knocked out, right, East? Because the next one is 42 damage. You're going to take another 21. Does that put you out?
Okay. I got 1 HP left.
Oh,
Really?
crazy!
Really?
Yeah, I got 1
Wow.
HP left.
Oh my god!
I am unstoppable.
It's all at bottom. It goes like, I don't know why you guys didn't just fall down. I'm fine.
Oh my god!
Not even gravity can stop me.
And now we're in combat.
Yeah,
I
then
need
you take
to-
one hit
roll
and-
initiative.
I bet this give me inspiration.
Yes.
DM inspiration.
Yes, I'll give you DM inspiration. That's too good.
That was pretty
This is
amazing.
too good.
We worked it all out. All right, so while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go back to Mardge because I'm going to try to catch Mardge up here. Mardge, how are you getting to the forge?
All right, well, first thing I do is actually go to Hardley's Tavern because I haven't been inside the forge yet, so I don't really know how to get in and out of it.
Okay.
When they all went before, I went over to the
Oh.
Gamercast Guild.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So not only are the fortunate to know me, but I don't really know how to get into it. Is the
Yorn?
bartender Yorn here? Yeah. Or his brothers or his sons?
Yorn's here. His sons are not here at the moment, but he's here. He's cleaning dishes behind the bar there.
I stroll in. Is there any other patrons in the bar at the moment?
There are mostly dwarves. Can you also roll a stealth check for me on your way here? And roll with advantage because I'm assuming you're cloaked with your being in that you're a drow. Okay.
My dice are awesome today.
You walk in, you see Yorn. He looks at you and he says, "You shouldn't be here. The guards are looking for you."
Wait, I'm trying not to be.
Oh yeah.
Body's down there.
Hey, you got a little something in the corner over there.
It's gone. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to catch up with the rest of my group. You wouldn't happen to know any way to get into the forge, would you?
Tries to be sneaky about it, but it's not doing a great job.
Mardge, come back around here in the back. And he goes over here and he opens this side door over here.
Yorn's pretty trustworthy too, so
at this point, I mean, I've lived through.
He knows what's up. Like
I've lived through an assassination attempt with Yorn, so we're blood brothers now.
Yeah.
Look, Mardge, I saw some Outlander guards through the windows. I think someone might have seen you on the way into to Stoneguard.
Ah, shit. You didn't, do you have something I can hide in real quick? Like a little, pantry underneath you?
A pantry?
Maybe I can give it a little...
Over here.
He opens up the hatch. It's kind of just right behind the bar off to the left near the window. And he tells you to go down there. And you hear the guards march in. They bust down through the door and he goes back to his station. And he has a big...
I'll jump down there and I'll try to find somewhere to hide in there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth for me. Advantage because you are hidden from sight. Okay.
Dude.
Wow.
Can't catch a break with some of these rolls tonight. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not like
earlier I rolled like a 2 and a 3.
It's like the opposite of last session where we were rolling nat 20s left and right.
Oy. So the guard comes in. Let me grab him for you. And he begins to interrogate Yorn.
I know that stupid piece of shit came in here, and I want to find where the rest of the group is now, Yorn. Don't give me any of this talk about how she's not here, I haven't seen her, I saw her walk in, and I tracked her here. So there's no fucking around. Look, you can look around, there's nobody out. Show me the back, Yorn. Just show me the goddamn back.
And he kind of puts up his hand, and he says, okay. And he lowers his hands very slowly, and you just kind of hear this silence, because you can't see any of this, right? And then suddenly hear this whack.
Come out, Mardge. Come out now. Quick.
Oh, shit. All right, come
Kill
outside.
the guard?
Oh, no.
You gotta go. You gotta get out of this city now. I'm not gonna be able to help you. They're gonna come looking for him.
What did you do?
I had to do it. Rig is too important. You gotta find your friends, okay? Go and find your friends. I don't know where they are, but you gotta go now.
Is the I will take a glance at the corpse that's on the ground there. Is it in any way, shape, or size similar into Mardge's stature? Like a small humanoid?
Yeah, he's
Or
like
not
a
small,
medium build. He's got an axe that his throat is slit. There's blood dripping all over.
Could I borrow him?
What do you want to borrow him for? You gotta get out of here. Go find your friends.
It's gonna help me get out of here.
It's gonna help you. How is this guy gonna help you get out of here?
Well, I'm gonna take his stuff and I'm gonna try to get into the forge.
Oh. I don't know. I mean,
you got to have special access. Not regular guards at the gate won't necessarily have access to the forge.
Well, it might get me one step closer. I got nothing else at the moment, Yawn.
That's true. Okay, take his armor. I'll dispose of the body. I gotta get a hold of my sons.
You're a lifesaver.
I'm gonna have to get out of town for a while. This isn't gonna be good.
Go head up to the northeast side. There's a wonderful little boar farm up there with a guy named Brawnn.
Brawnn? Yeah, I know Brawnn. I told you to go see Brawnn. Oh, we don't have time for this. Just get out of here. Take the armor, quick!
All right. When you run into him, let him know that he owes me 850 gold.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and clean up this mess. You've got the soldier's armor, so you do appear to be an outlander. Though you do keep your, I would assume, your cloak on so that they can't see your drow face. Okay.
Yeah, I hastily take a couple of the adornments from it, basically, and just try to make myself look less visible since I'm doing a crap job of concealing myself today. Like, normally I'm good at this stuff, but good lord, I've lost my touch. Mardge says to herself.
Did you ask him anything else about the forge, how to get to the Underdark or anything like that?
I would have just grabbed the stuff. I was gonna ask the patrons at the bar, but if I'm being pursued, then that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
So yeah, I would leave the tavern.
Okay.
And
you leave the tavern and you start making your way down the street past the Hammercast Guild, and you get right here. I'm gonna go and put you on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Right to this section here. And you can see the guards, they take a look at you and they say, "Halt! Can we please see your pass?"
I was going to say I wouldn't approach the gate.
You wouldn't approach. Okay.
No, I wouldn't approach it just straight up. I was gonna try to go to the back alleys first, like those little side alleys there that are kind of below that cliffside on the wall. Like, so still in the Dwarven Poor District, but
okay. Gotcha.
How do I ping in the thing?
Just hold it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'd like to look in like these little back alley areas and see if I see any shady characters of ill report, essentially.
You do. You find a couple dwarves that are hanging back there, backs leaning against the wall. They appear to be kind of fiddling with something in their pockets. One of them takes a hand out and hands something to the other. They see you approaching and they kind of just keep it cool.
Okay, okay, so I don't want to get myself captured again. I'm just like walking up to ruffians, but okay, I'm gonna walk. I guess I'm gonna try this. I'll walk up towards the dwarves. I'm gonna straighten my back, kind of approach them and be like, "Excuse me, fine gentlemen."
Nothing to see here. We're just hanging out, officer. There's no problem. You need something?
You can cut the officer crap. I'm here on a very special mission from a very special dwarf, and I want to know if you two can help me. You look like just the kind of men I need.
They look at each other. Is this some kind of trick? I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just, we're enjoying the sunshine. And
I'm here to help save Rig. I name drop.
Rig?
Yes.
Who's Rig?
Yes. You don't know Rig? This king's old son, your savior, Rig.
I don't know anything about history. I don't know anything about history. I grew up out in the rural sticks. I just moved to Stoneguard about a year ago.
Then.
Are you here? You wanting to buy something? I got a few things I'm selling. If you're
No, I don't give a crap about the stuff you're selling. I need help getting into the forge. And I thought you two looked like upstanding, fine dwarven citizens who are sick and tired of the oppression put on by you people here.
Oh, you want to get inside the noble district? I can help with that. I go in there all the time, actually. I've got a few buyers in there who've been buying some of my supply. Now, if you want to get in, I'm going to have to charge you a little bit. You got gold on you?
Unfortunately, all of my gold is with my accountant at the moment. And that's who I'm trying to go see.
All of your gold. You don't got anything? I mean, like, let's say 30 gold pieces. I could get you inside the forge for 30 gold pieces.
Well, you see here, I'm gonna need. I was recently robbed, and abducted. You won't believe the day I've had right now.
Look, I don't
And then I
care
run into
about
you
your
guys.
day. You got 30 gold pieces or not? If you don't got 30 gold pieces, kick rocks.
Well, I don't know, but you just told me you can get me into the forge. For all I know, you're going to take my 30 gold pieces and you're going to leave me on the street here with nothing.
Or I'll tell you what, I'll get you
I was-
inside the first wall, then you pay me, then I'll take you the rest of the way.
How about inside the wall, I'll give you half, and if you get me all the way into the forge, I'll give you the remainder.
Deal. 15 gold pieces, let's go.
All right, let's hand him over 15 gold pieces.
All right. This way. He follows you over here to the base of this wall. Actually, right here on the bluff. There's a very large drainage pipe which goes into the ground, and part of it's ripped open. He says, in this way. He crawls in. It's kind of covered with like a lot of brush and not obvious.
Yeah.
You guys walk up into it.
After you.
He walks in first. His buddy is behind you, so you're in the middle. Okay. You guys walk up. You climb up through the drainage pipe, and it empties out like right here into this courtyard. Actually, it doesn't empty out. There's like a well there. Okay. You guys climb up out through the well. He does this very slowly. It looks like the coast is clear, and he signals you to run up, and you guys exit into this little kind of pavilion area, I guess, under this tree. Okay, this way. And he takes you through the streets. Actually, before he does that, he wants you're going to pay him the rest when he gets the forge.
Yeah.
You guys get
So I give him the 15. Yeah, I've already given him the 15, but
all right, this is the tricky part. We're going to have to make a distraction, and the only way to get inside that very well-walled area where the forge is to climb over the wall.
Oh, you don't say.
And his buddy's like, well, we could try through the waterway. He's like, there's too many ships that go that way, and they're always changing up their schedules. We don't know if we're going to hit the right schedule or not. And his buddy's like, well, I don't know. We should try that instead. It's better to go through the cave.
Oh, I like this idea because you see, I'm probably going to have to, once I get in there, I know my friends are somewhere down in the forge, but I know they've got motives to not necessarily just be in the shopping. Let's be real.
Okay. He says, all right, we'll go through the cave. He takes you along the wall. Go ahead and roll stealth. You guys make it down to the bottom here, and then you're going to have to swim the rest of the way in. But before you do, he wants the gold because he needs to go back. He's not going to go with you this far.
So you expect me, you're just going to point me at a cave and tell me that's the way, and I just have to trust that's going to get me there?
Yeah. I can't get, it's not easy to get out. Going in's one thing, but coming back out is going to be a whole nother bag of beans.
Do I feel like I can trust him on this?
Roll insight. He's cutting the trip short because he doesn't want to go in. He could easily take you in.
No, but like, do I feel like it's the correct way, or he's just leading me up?
He's just leaving you out to dry. I mean, as a direction, yeah, you think that you can trust him to go in this way, but you do know that he's just trying to cut the trip short for himself.
Listen, buddy, I've got a feeling here that you're just trying to not make the rest of your gold. Like, you're just trying to take the money and run. I'm paying you to get me into the forge.
All right.
Currently, you're not in the forge. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, you got me. Yeah, I'm trying to cut it short. It's dangerous, okay? And
what I'm doing is dangerous. I'm trying to save dwarves just like you, and you're making my job difficult.
All right. God, you sound like a teacher or something. You guys...
Well, yeah, no. Some of you guys could use a little education.
He starts to wade into the water. Follow me. He says, like, hold. He tells you to stop.
Thank you.
You see this boat come out from the cave. It's loaded with iron ingots in these big crates. And it passes by. Go ahead and roll a stealth check as you kind of duck down underneath the water. With advantage since you're in the water. It's just enough. The people on board the ship don't see you. Once the ship passes, you follow the dwarf in to here.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
What was that?
Take your time. We can take a quick break if you want.
No. We're good. It was just
Molly took a tenant outside and she was filming in, but we're good.
Okay. So you basically made it inside the cave, and this is the ocean side part of where it would lead up to go to the forge, or the forges. All right. So he takes you up here. There is like a small boat along the side. You guys are going to use that. And then you see a bunch of dwarves, like worker dwarves that are moving around. They've got pickaxes and various kinds of digging tools that they've been using to mine out the iron from different parts of this cavern. And then he tells you he has no idea where to go from here. Perhaps you can ask some of the dwarves, but this is literally as far as he can go.
You've done a great job. I appreciate you. And I give him the rest of the 15 gold.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You see a few dwarves. One of them notices you, and he like kind of approaches you, and he's gonna roll an insight check from afar first.
I mean, would he really even be that far behind us? Because we did spend like a whole day waiting until nighttime to do that.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like you guys would just be
Uh.
descending by the time he gets here.
Yeah.
Well, I was captured for a little while and knocked out.
Yeah.
And
That's
sleeping
true,
off
too.
a very passionate conversation.
That's true. So we'd probably be pretty close to each other, though.
I think
Maybe
so.
it'd be
Mardge
just a
beats
little
us
bit,
there.
just a little
Not
bit
there,
behind
Mardge is
us.
already down.
I'll fill you in what happens
What's that?
in a moment. But as the dwarf doesn't notice you, but you can approach people if you'd like.
So I'm gonna look for some more slave-looking dwarves, if you may,
Okay, you do
and
notice
try to sneak up near them and try to I want to catch somebody who's kind of off to the side that I can have a private conversation with. That's not going to alert other people. I want to scope someone else like that.
There's one that's hanging right here on the ledge, and he's eating some bread and cheese. He's just pulled it out, actually. He's just about to start eating it.
Hard bread
Very hard bread.
and cheese.
No sausage. No sausage.
No sausage, okay.
He's not eating boar sausage.
He's not eating boar sausage, so that kind of gives you a hint on the timing. He's just pulled out his meal.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Hi there. I'm down here looking for a certain group of people. I've been tasked with finding them. There happen to be some.
I'm sorry, sir. I literally just took my lunch. And the other officer told me I could eat here. That's okay, right?
Well, is this the designated eating area? You should know these things.
Yep. I think so.
Well, I don't see any designated eating area signs illuminated in the area, and you know that would be a dwarfa violation. The dwarves, unit for ensuring safety for all dwarven slaves to ensure that they last long enough to get their money's worth.
True. Yes, sir. True.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, I'm going to have to ask you, what you got there with that meal? I got to make sure this is all compliant with our safety regulations as well.
Just bread and cheese. That's all.
Bread and cheese, man. Not even worth it. Listen, the other officer you're talking to, where did he, where'd you run into him at, huh?
He just went around the corner. He said some real terrible things about me.
Oh, really now? What kind of terrible things? You see, I'm also doing some side research here on the working conditions, and I've heard some complaints that some of the guards are being awfully nasty to you guys down here.
Yeah, he told me that I sound funny. He said my voice
sound funny.
He said that I talk kind of funny. He said that I need to talk deeper like the rest of my people. I just don't talk that way, but maybe I should try. I could try, I guess.
No. Just you be you. You're fine the way you are.
Yeah.
Well, let me try. Here, I've been working on my dwarf voice, even though I talk a little bit different. You want to hear my best try at it?
I'm really in the hurry here, but go ahead.
I really like to eat bread and cheese.
Yeah, you sound like a guy that likes to eat bread and cheese.
You think I sound better like this? You think that other guard will stop being mean to me if I talk more like this?
I don't think you. I think no matter what you do, he's gonna make fun of you. If you really want him to stop making fun of you, next time you see that guard, just pop him one right in the face. Just pow, right in the kisser, and then he'll totally respect you. It'll be great.
I feel like maybe I should keep talking like this. In fact, I'm going to. I'm determined to sound more like my people.
Well, I mean, you do whatever makes your heart go a flutter, young dwarf there. So listen, I'm looking for a group of 4 individuals, and they've got a small, probably slave or capturee with them. Really high, shrill-pitched voice, constantly getting into shit, kind of smelly.
I haven't seen anybody like that.
No. Well, would you happen to know where I can get some? Would you happen to know where the nearest guard post is, so I can go find out someone who actually knows some shit around here? I'm here on inspection, and I'm just seeing all sorts of red flags.
Sure, yeah. The guard's around the corner if you wanted to talk to him.
I need more than just a guard. I need someone higher up than just some piddly-ass guard.
Well, you could try going back down to the forges. They have a station over there where you could check in with people. Hey, I was wondering about something. Someone told me recently about the pit egress. Is it true that, that it goes down to the Underdark? Or is that just a rumor?
Well, I mean, that's just a rumor, and it's classified information, so I don't want you to ever bring that up to anyone ever again.
Oh, okay, I won't bring. I won't. Yeah. Is it really that classified?
Of course it is. You don't want people thinking that there's access over there. What if someone were to fall in?
Oh.
We would lose valuable money on you grubby dwarves doing your grubby jobs. Speaking of which, your lunch break's probably about over. You gotten through that cheese yet?
Oh, I haven't started it, though. I gotta still eat it, so, but...
Yeah, but you've been sitting here wasting your time spinning silly stories about pits of despair, and
I'll be quick.
You need to focus.
I'll be quick.
You need to focus on making us money.
You're right. I'm gonna eat this real fast, and then I'll get back to digging, sir.
Right.
Ma'am.
No, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay, he sits back down. He's like swinging his legs over the ledge, eating his bread and cheese, and then you kind of look
away.
You look behind you towards the chamber that he spoke of, the pit egress, which is over here to the right, and supposedly maybe you're not sure if it leads to the Underdark, but you know that your friends are going to the Underdark, so that could be.
It's like, well, that's a good idea.
Okay.
But I still would like to actually go and try to find a guard to talk to first.
Okay, sure.
So
you get to the forges, and you do see that there is a guard there to talk to.
All right, I'll approach the guard.
Can I help you?
Hello there. My name is Dolores. I'm here with the council, and I'm doing some special inspections on the slave labor's well-being and making sure that they're not being treated too well, and making sure they're still keeping up with their quota in production.
Quota in production is being met. I can guarantee that personally. I can also tell you that we are, we don't beat our slaves. They're not really slaves. We pay them money, but they like to consider themselves slaves. They call it wage slavery. I think it's an absolutely ridiculous notion, but such is the perspective of an idiot. So anyways.
You and me both, brother.
Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I was just here checking out everything. Is your guys' lift to the Underdark all up and running?
No lift. I mean, there's the supposed pit egress, but we've decided, the project for that canceled many, many years ago, as you probably know, and we're not going to go back there. I don't see any purpose in trying to mine anything. There was no iron discovered down that shaft, nor were there any gemstones. It's also quite dangerous. I've heard of bullets down there at the bottom, and I don't think it's wise for us to be proceeding in that direction.
Well, I'll let you in on a little tip. One of the nobles has a bum up of his ass about getting that lift front back up and running. So, you guys might want to start taking a little look at it because it might become useful soon. And if they come down here and you guys already have cleaned up, that could be a big payday for you guys.
Oh,
But I just a little birdie I heard.
Interesting. No, there's no lift over there. It was going to be a spiral staircase that, spiraled along the wall all the way down to the pit 500 feet. But
Yeah,
we are
that's
working on a separate lift. No, that might be the one you're thinking of. That's over in the Iron Mines.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And ironically, the Iron Mines is the next place I'm heading to. Could you point me in that direction? You've been such a great help. I'll make sure to mention this on my report. What was your name again, sir?
My name is John.
Officer John, thank you much. I really appreciate you. And can I get your badge number there? That looks great. You're doing a fantastic job down here.
Thank you. I know. And he points you towards the Iron Mines. You end up back where you were. You see the dwarf. He's just starting to eat his bread and cheese. You pass by and you go over to the pit. I'm assuming the pit egress.
As I'm walking, hey, shouldn't you be working yet? What's taking you so long with that bread and cheese? My God, do you ever shut up?
Don't just leave me alone. I'm just hungry. I'm finishing as fast as I can. You go over here. I'm gonna move you to the pit egress.
Yeah, keep walking by. Yep.
Correct.
All right, you get here as you're approaching.
Mhm.
Let's see. You don't notice any signs of your friends, but you do see that it is straight drop down. It definitely looks like an entrance to the Underearth.
Oh, Lord. Now, what to do from here?
You have to go now because of the time. The timing of all of it.
I have to go down now?
Yeah, because you can't wait because they've already gone and you're ahead of them. I'm trying to keep the time frame in my head correct.
I'm ahead of them. All right.
Yeah, but you're technically ahead of them, which is why he wasn't eating the sausage.
Oh, okay.
It's why he didn't
Gotcha.
reference you as a party member because he didn't know that he was part of the previous party. So I think I got it to make all like logical sense.
Sure.
But
Well, I'll go down to the spiral staircase. I'll look around to see if there's any like ropes, mechanisms, anything to help get down, or is it just a straight pit? All I see.
it's a straight pit, though it does look like it's climbable.
I will. I guess I'll start my journey. I don't have a whole lot else I can do with it.
Okay, you're gonna roll athletics. Are you using rope or anything?
Do I even have rope on me?
It would be in your
put rope.
explorers or dungeoneers
Yeah.
pack, which you don't have one.
I don't have. I have very little on me. I've got like robes.
You should have started with one.
I just don't think I ever added it in my equipment log.
Okay, did you want to
Though
dungeon?
I was like on the run. I was on the run from the start, but along the way I could totally see where I'd pick one up.
Yeah, you should have started one with your character creation. So I'm going to give you the Dungeoneer's pack, and that comes with 50 feet of hempen rope.
Well, let's see. So I'm gonna kick a rock down in the pit to see if I hear how far of a drop it is.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check. You just click your modifier. There you go. You have no idea, but it takes a very long time before it hits the bottom. It does sound like it splashes into water.
I suppose being determined to get back to, you're gonna say, well, I guess there's no other way but down. And I'd have to start climbing because I really don't have it. I only have 50 feet of rope, so I'm not gonna bother tying rope. Oh, I'll start by tying the rope to me and tying it off on a nearby buttress log, something I can get that would help me keep myself safe.
You can roll an investigation check if you'd like.
You got any like spell can help you climb? It's pretty
No.
dangerous.
Yeah, I have nothing to help me climb. No.
I almost died.
You can roll with advantage because it's obvious.
Not to Mardge.
Okay, well 10 still passes. It's a very easy check. There is 100 feet of rope that's behind you, lying on the ground.
Oh well, I'll take that 100 feet of rope, add to my 50 feet.
Okay.
Is the rope tied up to anything, or is it just laying there?
It's just lying there.
Actually, I don't think it's gonna help me much. I'll leave it. Sometimes that's not gonna do much for me.
Okay.
I think I'm right.
You might be able to use like little climbing pistons or something to climb down and just like.
That's also at bare minimum using it in the least ingenuitive way is 15 less d6 of damage you're gonna take.
If I fall at all, I'm dead. So.
Not necessarily. You could get lucky on the damage roll.
True.
Yeah, just like me.
Taking 35 d6 of damage. What's your health points at?
36.
Okay, yeah. You mean you could as long as you could
I'd have
roll
to get 2 or lower
all,
on most dice.
yeah. There's a very slight chance.
So do you want to use the rope?
Yeah,
could also-
I'll try it.
You could also do what I would recommend. I don't want to say too much because I know how Rozlok's checks went.
I mean, realistically, I really wouldn't have just tried to go for I would have just sat here and waited for a little bit, or I would have gone back into the mines, or I would have tried to figure out some other way down. Mardge wouldn't just jump down in the pit.
Wait, remember you got the
Yeah.
spell.
I don't want to mess it up narratively.
I also feel like that's pretty true though too. Like Mardge doesn't seem like Rozlok. Yeah, Rozlok would definitely do that. Mardge definitely, probably not a confident climber.
No.
And definitely not a risk taker in general when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, remember Mardge got the spell, can push the object, right? Maybe.
I thought about Gust of Wind.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I don't think I can use it to because it only has a range of 60 feet, and it only blasts people 15 feet away. So I can't really cast it on the ground to lift myself up. That'd be awesome if I could, but I'm not gonna be able to pull that off in a free fall, right?
No, you need a reaction spell.
Yeah, and it's
maybe if you have some way to slow you down.
You
when
can
you fail, you drop.
I have
down
an idea
slow.
for you, but I think you should look at your spells again. You could technically use this to cast on yourself. So, Entomb and Ice.
Just let myself drop down there.
If you end up falling, you could entomb yourself in ice against maybe the pit wall or something.
Oh.
What, like the WoW mage?
Yeah, but it's also not a reaction. It's an action to
it's
cast
an action.
Entomb and Ice.
True.
Yeah.
So
I was going to do that, and I might as well just do Gust of Wind at the bottom and blow myself up.
Wait.
Which would be really cool.
I think your best bet is the rope.
Wait.
Probably.
Do you have that thing? That teleport.
No, I don't have Misty Step.
If you got Misty Step, if you drop down, can you teleport to the ground and you're safe?
Yeah, you could. With Misty Step, it's not a reaction, but
I would like to look around to see if there's any. Is there any critters nearby? Any rats, small creatures I see? Any animals?
Roll a perception check. There is a bunch of spiders that are hanging out, living underneath the archway right behind you.
Spiders, okay. Spiders considered animals then?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I want to cast my Speak with Animals.
Psst, 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 psst.
I'm gonna walk over to the spiders. Well, hello there, you lovelies. How are we doing?
Look at the strange creature. Look at it. Look at it. It approaches us. What do you want?
Well, you see, I would like to go down this here pit, and I was wondering if you there would happen to know of any other ways down there other than this long fall.
Down the pit it wants to go. Crawl, crawl, crawl along the wall. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Oh, we could help you. Do you like spiders, or are you afraid of us like most beings? He's
I
afraid.
love
It's afraid.
spiders. Spiders are one of my favorites. Take
It-
my fingers and kind of make like spindly.
It loves
Things of them.
spiders, it says, sisters. It loves spiders. I don't believe it. Neither do I. Neither do I. But maybe it does. Maybe it does like spiders. Just maybe. Shall
Well,
I?
you see, I actually have a long history with spiders. I'm from the Underdark myself. I had some very special spider friends growing up.
From the Underdark, it says. Yes, from the Underdark.
Mhm.
A sister.
That's why I need to go back.
It crawls on top of your shoulder. It's about the size of the biggest one is about the size of your hand.
Do you
Sure.
like small spiders like me? I am small.
Oh, of course. You're my friend was about your size when I was a little girl.
It,
She helped keep me company in some very dark times.
it crawls from one shoulder up your neck, over the top of your head, down the other side of your neck, and on your shoulder. And you
Ugh,
don't mind?
shiver.
Don't like it? You do not like when I touch your skin with all of my hairy legs?
It's a warm caress. What can I say?
The sisters are like giggling.
Mhm.
Our mother is much larger than us. Our mother could take you down.
Oh
the wall.
yes.
Our mother could give you a ride.
Your mother, you say? Well, see, now the only issue I have with meeting your mother is once you get a little too big, some of your relatives can become a little too friendly for my likes, and I do still want to stay alive.
We shall summon her if you want. We promise she won't eat you yet.
You promise? Can I roll insight on that?
Sure. She probably would try to eat you unless you have something to offer her. They are surprised that you can speak to them, so I think they're more willing to cooperate with you.
Right. How about we make a deal? If you can get your mother to get me down to the bottom of this pit, I can promise you something incredible.
Roll deception.
Like a boar sausage.
You're talking something really, really good.
Incredible, incredible, they say. Ooh, incredible.
Yes.
We
Well, you
must
spider,
have
what-
this.
Something that you love would be along the lines of some magic powers, yes? To help get yourself to be large like your mother?
Yes, yes, incredible, she says. We must have the incredible. Get Mother Ellie, now.
And they scamper off and go into the crooks and crannies of the rock. And then suddenly you hear this like on the side of the wall up above you, and you see a giant spider skitter down the side of the wall. And she looks over at you with all of her eyes, and she just seems to sit there and wait.
Hello, Mother. I've been waiting for you.
My children tell me you need a ride down into the pit. Is this true?
This is. I'm on some very important business for some very important people.
And you
And I do.
have something incredible, do you? For me?
Yes.
Is
Well,
it
I know your type. I know your type love meat and love
yes, meat?
mystical meats.
Meat.
Meat that can, the meat of, say, large enchanted boar.
Ah, yes. What I would do to sink my fangs into it and suck the blood and marrow from it.
Oh,
You can
yes.
promise this to me, can you? Incredible.
I can promise you this 3 times over. I know where to get you 3 of the finest, most succulent, most delicious boar that you've ever seen your many beautiful eyes upon, my queen.
Hop on
You're
my
not
back,
joking.
and I will take you down into the pit.
Yes.
Yes, meat will sink my fangs into it.
She will attack me. She will attack me when she saw me.
You crawl down to the
No,
bottom
no,
of
no,
the
no,
pit.
no. I'm gonna sell her the boar piglet.
Well, those are gone.
Oh, she doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know it at all. But What was the name of Grio's spider
Ellie.
way back?
The same one. That was,
Ellie.
yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking of that whole time.
So you
Same.
guys get down to the bottom of the pit, and the mother spider points out the two bullets and tells you she's going to drop you off on the other side of this area. So you guys are going to go over here. I'm going to move
Lovely.
Mardge here. And there you are. You're over here.
You've been a wonderful help.
But the thing is you are up on the wall, okay, above it, and then suddenly you hear this, like maybe 5 minutes later, because you had to go all the way down the pit, so a lot of time has passed, right? You hear this, ah! It's like they come and then you see just suddenly they stop and they're just hanging there over the water, suspended by a rope attached to the air. This is the four of them, and then not long after that you hear this. And then seconds later, Gruzlock drops to the ground, and the bullets are there. Okay,
And I'm still standing. Christ, my head.
HP.
that was probably one of the hardest two separate narrative lines I had to tie together ever.
Yeah, that was
That
rough.
was good. Yeah.
That was great.
I think I made it make sense though.
Oh, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
there we go. Everybody roll initiative.
We already did, everybody but Gruzlock and
Okay.
Mardge rolled initiative.
Why
Okay.
not?
Actually, we should probably pause here. I'll have you roll initiative and then we'll pause
Okay.
because this will take a little while. And I think we should probably start it next session since it is combat. And we'll
Oh, there
just
you go.
start with that
Yeah.
next time if that works for everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great game. We got all the way through and we're now in the Underdark again. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, sorry for being late. Glad we get
Oh.
caught up and I can be back with the group.
Yeah, 100%. Let's see here. It was actually pretty fun to see all the different things that you guys accomplished separately.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll have to fill me in.
So we're gonna end the stream now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end. I'm gonna play the exit song and then we'll say goodbye. Bye everybody.
We'll have the Battle of the Bullets next.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I guess I couldn't stand it. Now I finally feel free as we explore this planet. Your help is what I need. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. I know I was feeling trapped. What I needed was liberation. Now I know you got my back as we continue our exploration. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. This strange land.